Whoa,
Hello,
I love that.
hello, and
That was
welcome
fun.
to Q&A Thursday here at the Rag Company on the TRC podcast channel. Your host, Dane Hennon. To my right, Levi Gates.
No, just making sure my hat's straight, Dane. It's hard because I'm
of course.
looking at a diagonal.
Yeah,
So-
well, you know, we make do. And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Dane. Glad to be here.
Yeah, of course, of course. So,
Good.
I would say housekeeping, but it looks like somebody did the housekeeping for
Somebody already
us.
did that housekeeping for us, and I'd like to appreciate. You know, sometimes it's nice when you can just let somebody else,
Yeah.
sweep up for you.
Yeah, like we.
But you know,
We're not
like
privy to that.
You set stuff aside and you go, just don't touch that until we get a chance. Please don't adjust my mail.
Right,
And that
yeah.
house cleaner comes in and they take it and maybe they put it somewhere else, or
Sure.
they open the bills and throw them away.
And it's
for
never
you.
somebody who's
Right.
like devious or,
Right,
or trying to do
no,
anything
no.
nefarious. No. It's always an honest mistake.
Yeah,
but
totally.
you know,
Or it's like when you buy, I have this problem. You buy some meats, some turkey, some ham,
Okay.
some delicious deli meats.
sure.
You put them in the fridge.
Uh-huh.
You think about it that day, and you're like, man, it's going to be good. I'm going to eat some of that when I get home.
Okay.
And then you get home, and you go to open the drawers, and you're like, fridge has been cleaned. And the meat is not in here anymore.
So I guess to give people some context
Yeah,
here,
'cause they're probably wondering,
you
what
guys,
are you guys on
jumped
about?
straight into that, and
We
people
did.
are very confused.
Yes.
Long story short, we do have some housekeeping about some potential new products that we're going to be talking about here in just a few minutes. But yeah, what ended up happening was one of our other distributors pushed out an email making an announcement, and we didn't even get to say anything yet, so we were kind of like, oh dang, we probably should say something before they do, but they beat us to the punch, and that's okay. So
That's
with
life.
that said, you guys saw a sneak peek there at the opening of the Q&A with what looks to be some flames in the road, maybe something went really fast.
TR SEMA.
Reached, what was the mile an hour?
I think it was like 87.
Okay,
89.
89?
87 or
Is it
89,
miles
somewhere
an
in
hour?
there.
Okay.
It was the flex when the twin turbos kicked in.
Yeah.
Of course. We're left behind a nice flame trail because we are on the road to TR SEMA 2023.
Like it.
Yes, we are. So back to TR SEMA featuring, let's do it really quick. Obviously, the Rag Company, PNS, Color Lock, Yellow Tools, Rupes, Detailer's Helper, Buff Bright, RotaFest, Solution Finish, Optimum Polymer Technologies, Buff and Shine, Diamond Protect, Sterna Lake Country, G-Technic, LC Power Tools, G-Technic Marine, IK Sprayers, the new Rap Institute, or the old Rap, just the Rap Institute, Kush Chemi, Viper Chair, Detail Wise, Veloci Auto Wash, and Detailer's Business Academy, along with Flex. The Rag Company Media Access event, April 3rd through the 6th, 2023.
New and old businesses.
It's going to be absolutely insane having everybody under one roof. Guys, there's going to be so many jokes. There's going to be so much information.
great.
There's going to be so much entertainment. You can't go wrong with joining us.
Oh.
Gabe.
What?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Well, let them hit you where the good Lord
There.
split you.
Whoa.
I'll focus
So-
on comments. You guys focus on these.
All right.
Well, I'm going to have Nick run over to the website.
Oh,
If you can go to
okay.
theragcompany.com, type in the word DRYER in the search bar.
oh, you're telling Nick to do that.
And having
yeah,
Nick do
okay.
it so he can
You can
pop
tell
up
how
on the
prepared
screen.
we were for
That way
this.
we can talk about this a little bit, just so folks can see if they're going,
So you can
how
go
do
to
I find it?
New products right over off to the
Yeah, or he's just going to type in dryer.
Yeah.
You can do that as well.
We'll see what happens here.
And then he hits enter.
Yep.
Look at that. There it is.
So click on that left listing there, or all the way to the left, right, whatever you're looking
Nice.
at. Now, Levi, can you go ahead and read off what the Dryerwolf actually is in the description? If you can scroll down.
That
there,
is
Nick.
the Dryerwolf, and it is the Dryerwolf is the leader of the Wolfpack microfiber line. The Ultra Plush drying towel comes in at 550 GSM, a 70-30 blend, and with our signature Buttersoft suede wolf print border. So, whether you're drying under a full moon or in the comfort of your garage, this towel will bring out your inner beast. The plush knit weave offers a different feel than many of our other drying towels. If our Eagle Edgeless and our Minx Royale had a baby, it would be the Dryerwolf. Now, does that biologically make sense? Not at all, but sometimes it's better to not ask questions. The Dryerwolf comes in a 2-pack because choosing 1 liter is hard, so make sure to add our original Wolfpack towels to your order to complete the family.
Nice.
So, yes, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, you guys have asked for years for a plush ultra plush drying towel.
Yeah.
That's not too thick.
To bring back an ultra plush.
Bring back an ultra plush
We used to
drying
do
towel.
that, and then,
We used to have the Avalanche, which was an eagle.
Yeah.
It was just a very large eagle towel.
Very cool.
But we, people didn't like buying it. It didn't sell very well back in the day.
Back
but
in the day, people
we're
had
a bigger
different
company.
preferences.
We're a bigger company now, so we thought, what if we did something fun? Pick the 2 best plushes.
Yeah.
And once we got the Wolf Pack, it was a no-brainer to go, what if we made a drying towel out of this?
Big boy.
So you got the Dryerwolf. You get a 2-pack for $28. This is a great towel, good size towel.
It's a 2-pack,
soft
man.
towel. And remember, do wash these before you use them.
Yes.
Same rules apply with the Wolf Pack. Wash
Always.
these first. You want to wash them using rags to riches. You don't need to fully dry them. You can hang dry them or low to no heat in the dryer. No fabric softeners, no
airflow must be
none of that.
washed.
But you do have to wash them before you go about drying a vehicle.
Correct.
Yeah.
Imperative.
They'll feel better. They'll perform better.
Don't say we didn't say so.
It's just this pile right now, especially from I guess from the
Manufacturing,
manufacturing. This has been kind of a weird pile. I mean, it's a good pile, but it's been kind of a weird one with basically having to wash it immediately before jumping into using it because it could be because of the way it's woven, it could be because of the style of fibers that we're using, and it could be because of maybe the blend. If we would, we went with a very absorbent blend, but we went with a very soft blend, and we're finding that sometimes the softer the towel is, the more it needs to kind of be worked in. It needs to be broken in before it really reaches.
Well, we
that
just figured,
max
we realized
absorption.
that and just the manufacturing process.
Yeah,
Sure.
There can be residual something on the
dyes or
towel,
anything like
and so
that.
it just makes it easier to just wash it and get it started, and then rock and roll. And we haven't had any issues once it's been washed.
Yep. So it's an awesome towel. It comes in at a great price. You get 2 of them. You can't beat that. And for people that are looking for delicate surface drying, or people that are looking for maybe drying off a small vehicle, this would be an ideal towel for that. It is not going to be anywhere near absorbent as the Liquidator or the 1500.
Nope.
I'm just going to throw that out there.
Those are in a league of their
and
own.
set that, or the Gauntlet for that matter.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of drying towel. This is going to be a towel that's ideal for maybe rinseless washes where you have residual water on the car, maybe a wash or a drying session once you've blown off the car, maybe have a quick detailer on hand, you want to do some touch up with it. It's more than your everyday Eagle
100%.
Edgeless or everyday Wolf towel, Wolf Pack towel. It's much bigger than that, but we wanted to set the expectation that this will not dry your Ford F-350 Super Duty Platinum, and it's not what it was supposed to be.
No, but this is perfect. Like, we've got the Roadster show coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect for that kind of stuff.
When you have those
doing a quick
finishes,
rinseless, you don't want to
You'll
damage
look at them
anything.
wrong and they
Yeah,
scratch.
exactly.
Use something really gentle.
Yeah, that's what
the
it's
point.
for.
Yeah. So we have one more towel we need to talk about here. So Nick, we can pull back up the website here, and we will go to the new products section on the website.
Here we
Dun,
go.
dun, dun, all the way to the left there, new products. And we're going to talk about the blue collar.
Blue
click
collar,
on that
make you
right
holler.
there. So the blue collar, at first glance, right, it doesn't look like much, but let's go ahead and read you through the description here. Looking for a towel that just gets done? Look no further. The blue collar is the workhorse microfiber towel that never calls in sick. Overtime? Yeah, it does that. Vacations? That's what retirement is for. The blue collar comes in at 380 GSM, a 70-30 blend, and a durable corded microfiber border. It does everything a towel should do, from exterior to interior details and everything in between. Got a roofing job next week? Wouldn't hurt to have a blue collar. Siphoning out a septic tank? Better order a case.
These are just normal
These are
behaviors of
great.
detailers.
Who writes this stuff?
Yeah,
I
feel
don't know,
like
but whoever does it is a genius. The blue collar is available in a 6-pack in one color only, to keep things to the point.
Yeah. So this towel fits, if you guys notice that spot, 380 GSM. It fits right in between the 365 and the Creature. And it's basically a towel that we wanted to create because for some people, they're like, I just want, if you could add a little more pile
Yeah.
to the 365.
Yeah. You need to just
lower
take a minute, breathe for a second. I'm
trying.
Let out those burps because you can't quite
Not
make
all
it
of them
through
are burps.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But I don't know what that means. But we want a little more pile but we don't want as much as the Spectrum Creature 420s. So that's kind of where this went into.
It's an in between. And
happy birthday.
and the thing is if we can pull out the price here, Nick, on the Rag Company website, just to kind of show everybody where this is currently priced right here. So it's $19 for a 6-pack, and so that breaks it down to probably just a little over $3 a towel. Is what that is. And 70-30 blend. It's just a durable, get it done
Shorted
towel.
border.
Corded like it's a musical cord.
Spell check. That probably should be spell checked. Yes.
Yes.
But a corded as if like a corduroy border, not
Right.
I guess not corded with an H in there.
It's more corduroy style.
CH.
That's a new word. Corded works.
Corded, band, dude. Play those chords.
Yeah, it's a
We'll
power
get there.
word.
So, with that said, is this towel the prettiest towel that we have? Absolutely not. But is it a towel that's going to get some stuff done? And is it
gonna be
something
durable.
that people are going to buy in case quantities? Absolutely. It was meant to
Functional.
be a durable
AF.
towel. We did something different with the border. It's kind of more of that corduroy style border to it. So it's a little bit more durable in comparison to a satin banded edge, but may not feel as sexy as a suede border.
Right. There you
So
go.
I think
anyway,
that's a good estimation.
that's the blue collar towel. You guys can check it out here, as well as a Dryerwolf. I think if I had to pick one of these, I'm picking the Dryerwolf just because.
Well, I'd get both just because I'm going to use the Dryerwolf, but then I really like this blue collar.
I
got
know,
different
but I know,
purposes.
but I'm just saying that
But if
think
I had to
between the
choose-
two, if you had to choose one,
Yeah, I'd
for
take a
what-
Dryerwolf.
I pick the Dryerwolf.
Yeah.
Where I picked the blue collar because, door jams and random stuff like that.
Dane's
So
got
Dane
just
likes
mixing it up.
focusing on
Yeah.
cleaning weird things.
It's like,
Yeah.
I cleaned all the light bulbs in my house.
Fixate
Yeah.
on the very
dust
specific
off.
things that are probably dirty, and you
Yeah.
just take the towel
Yeah,
and you're
like,
like,
I just
I
want-
don't feel bad using this one.
Well, and then, so anyway, you guys, you can pick those up on the website today.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Again, TR SEMA. And then I have one last piece of house cleaning.
oh,
Okay.
Nick, I sent you a picture. Tonight, I am going to be doing a podcast with
wow.
Detailer Chick, a little Inside the Industry podcast. All you guys got to do is go to the YouTube channel, Detailer Chick, and watch us live. I'll be on 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Who made this graphic? This is great.
She did.
That's great.
That's
That's a great
cool.
graphic.
Yeah.
That's a good job. Yeah.
So come check us out. Come hang out with us. We're going to be live tonight
Are
talking
you
and
be live from your
from the MOS HQ.
from your
Yes.
closet
from my closet.
Yes.
Podcasting live.
with the black sheets up
Yeah.
on the.
I got a new
closet.
one. I got a new one that goes around the back.
I hope you did. I hope it
pod
looks-
closet.
Yeah, it's a pod closet.
What I think you need the sheet back there.
Yeah.
I think you should just get some of those like patio lights, like the little
Fairy
the
lights.
fairy lights.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you need that back there. And I think what you need is probably one oak barrel.
I like that.
And the oak barrel could be what you put your things on, what
Yeah.
you pour your drinks on.
Ooh, I like that.
You're
Mhm.
pouring Pepsi, and then you have a little
Yeah.
ice bucket, metal ice bucket. And this is for the MOS.
We're 2 steps away from him
MOS
just saying to have Etsy barf into your room and just
I
whatever.
don't have to
comes off
barf
of
in it.
Etsy,
It'll be classy and dignified.
Yeah, but you know the
Well,
type.
you'll have
you know the
you'll have a
type.
woodwick candle crackling
Ooh,
right
yeah.
in the
That's
background.
what Jimmy does when he's
right?
editing. That's his editing candle.
So you have a crackling candle,
Yeah, I
but
like
that's
that.
how you do
So it's
your
like a
podcast.
fireplace. Yeah.
Because Levi, when's the last time you did a Master of Shine at Home podcast?
Yeah, it's been well over 2 years, I think.
Oh wow.
And did you see success from that podcast?
I did. I saw
So
a lot
why'd
of
you-
success.
Why'd you stop?
Because I couldn't talk about myself anymore.
But
Well,
there's
that's not true. He
plenty-
does it every day.
I needed another person to talk to
But why don't you just talk about what you do during the week?
because it's boring. I do it on the Tuesday show already. That's my weekend, and then
get
I'm
it out.
yeah.
What if
ate
somebody
this.
to bring you topics and somebody to bring things to your attention that you could talk about?
That'd be great, but again, I need somebody to help me talk about it. Maybe go live, have comments, questions, suggestions,
Maybe
things
you
like
just
that.
need to be edgy.
But the point is, tonight, Christine and I are going to be talking. Come check it out.
Okay.
She's starting a new podcast.
Where's it live at?
It's going to be on the Detailer Chick YouTube channel.
Okay,
Bam.
cool.
All right. We've
Sweet.
got questions. We've got a
So come
lot.
listen to us. All right, Dane, let's get this party
A
started.
lot of comments and questions. All right, starting off with Dan. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Oh,
you
sorry.
got it. Go ahead, Dane.
Good afternoon. A word up from yet again snowing Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. Heading to Florida tomorrow for a week. Anyone else have vacation plans coming up?
Very nice, Dan. Enjoy that.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Kim's in early today.
Greetings from Chicago. I think Chicago's crime has gotten so bad that even snow is afraid to come here.
Okay.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Larry Singleton saying afternoon, folks. And Joey
Afternoon.
Belinsky with a happy Thursday, fellas. Haven't gotten that snip yet, but I do have a question. Can I foam Huel? Can I dilute Huel? You can.
You can foam Huel.
You can foam it and you can dilute it, but there's no real reason to dilute it.
No, it's pretty ready to use. I mean, that's how Jack pretty much designed it. Now, if it was a Huel X, then not that product exists, but if it was,
a different version
then
of
it'd be
that.
a different story.
Maybe the
But
idea's
yeah,
crossed
you're
as
good straight out of the bottle. Alex says, good afternoon, TRC fam, from the frigid, snow-ridden north. Excited to hear the new hot tea.
Nice.
We spill some tea pretty
Little
often
bit.
here,
Here and
right?
there. Yeah.
But Tyler Graff has something to say, along with Hans Closen saying, hello, happy towel day.
Hello, Hans.
Levi, Tyler, what's Tyler
Happy
saying?
Friday Eve, TRC crew. Did I miss a newsletter? New gear dropping according to Facebook posts, but no email? Yes. That's basically what happened.
Let's just say normally there should be a newsletter. to
Usually there
accompany
is when
that,
we have a new
but-
thing or we get ready to do it, but
So
it popped up on
in the
us.
motorcycle world, you know what we say? We say drop a gear and disappear, right?
Drop a
Yeah.
gear and
But what we say here at TRC is drop gear, disappear.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we just drop things.
And then the disappear is just
Yeah.
the email never comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, Tyler.
But you should still sign up for the newsletter because
Yeah.
it is important and you'll find out
Trying to
new
breathe.
things.
Demo saying,
Really
or
making
Harry,
this a hard sell
I
that
know, right?
people
Well,
signed
I'm mostly
up.
trying
Darren-
to think like everybody's
Darren
discouraged
saying,
now.
good evening from a wet and windy UK. Been looking forward to this all day. Been to a family member's funeral today, so looking forward to you guys cheering me up.
Oh,
Sorry to hear
Darren.
that, Darren.
No.
Uh,
Make this,
Demo,
let's make this nice and bright for you.
Yeah.
good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
Darren saying, also, Anthony, forgive me for I have sinned today. Today I had to clean the car as I was following behind the hearse. Run out of time to clean it. Used an automatic car wash.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
you know what?
I forgive you.
You're okay.
But I mean, like, this is a situation that you're in here.
Yeah, you
so
kinda can't.
You kind of
Yeah.
got to do what you
forced.
got to do. So you're forgiven and understood that you made that decision.
Yeah.
Dino says, "What's up? Greetings from
Hey.
sunny Austria. Today was 17 degrees Celsius. A few days ago, it was snow with -9. Temp change is out of this world.
Yeah,
Same
it's pretty
here,
rough, man. That's
Yeah.
how it's been for us. Brian says he's a hot dog and Red Bull ready.
Oh, we got to
Oh, wow.
keep those glizzies
Okay.
on deck and ready to rock and roll.
Franco says, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Oh, okay.
And then Dino says, I think I got sick from Levi.
Oh, no.
Sore throat and inflamed. It's so bad when the doctor saw it, he said, oh, that's not good. I have an appointment with a specialist tomorrow.
Sorry,
Dino,
man.
I really apologize. I didn't know I could reach that far.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Must have been a
yeah.
Podcast
Pretty big
is
cough.
infectious.
Alex saying the pregame music reminds me of Dane rolling up to prom in his SVX with a colorful suit, knockoff aviators, smarking a Marlboro Red
Marlboro.
with a flask in his breast pocket, ready to get this party started.
Dang.
It
Wow.
did look similar to that for his
Marlboro.
prom. What was
Yeah.
funny is that he didn't have his SVX until after prom, so it was even weird
Trailblazer.
when this 20-year-old showed up. It was weird when this 20-year-old showed up to prom smoking cigs, and he's like, "Where's my date?" And they're like, "Dane, you really should stop hanging around the high school kids."
I mean, it's basically a time machine. It was also, like the DeLorean, it was designed by Giuseppe Giugiaro, so.
Okay.
Dane, of course you have to
Yeah,
bring
they look the
that
same.
up.
They're
I
pretty
do.
much the same car. Dino, oh my, no more smooches from the Big L when he's not well. Yep. Dino says, let's talk detailed image, spoiling the surprise.
yeah,
That is what it is. That's what they do sometimes. They're good friends of ours, and they don't
are.
mean it. They literally do not mean
I
it.
just get really excited.
Peter Brookins, good afternoon, TRC crew from California. Happy Friday Eve. I'm looking forward to the show. To be fair, we don't tell our distributors,
No.
do not launch this until, or we just say
I'm trying to
don't
think of a
sell
time
it.
where we've ever
Unless
done
it's
that.
something very important.
It was like only very specific.
well, it's like big
things.
stuff, like when we were doing
Like a
Sciarna Gloss.
brand release.
When we were doing
yeah.
Sciarna Gloss, we were doing pre-orders with them, and we were saying, please do not talk about this or post anything.
Because one thing you guys
till
got to
then.
remember
So-
is when we consider like bringing a brand on, we've already been testing it for the better part of a year, maybe 2 years, something like that. It can take a long time. So
Yeah,
just
but-
because you're hearing about it now doesn't mean we weren't working on it a long time ago.
Yeah, but like our distributors, they find out about products
Yeah.
that are coming up for sale about a month in advance, and so
Yeah.
we basically give them a date of sale when it's ready, and
Sure.
so they were just notifying that hey, today's
Yeah.
the date that you guys specified. So
And there it is.
not their fault. Peter Burkins, good afternoon, TRC crew from California. Happy Friday Eve. I'm looking forward to the show. Thanks,
Yeah.
Peter. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Franco says, Dino says, hey, at least Hugs will do it too.
Yeah.
And Franco says, you're right. And then Dino's like, ooh, what's this? And Alex, that intro, wow.
Nice.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while from Ricky Colon
Ricky,
in
good
Puerto
to see you.
Rico.
Hey,
What's up,
Ricky?
Ricky? Gorilla Jiba saying, what's up, dudes? Nice shirts you got there. Thank you. As you guys are noticing,
nice.
we've all got our new Detailers Roadmap shirts
yeah.
on, thanks to our friends at Detailers Roadmap.
On the
Should we
back.
all turn around so
Yeah.
they can
Well,
see our
let's,
shirts?
wait. Let's do one reveal at a time. One reveal.
I'm doing
Okay.
mine first. How about
All right,
that?
we'll just go down the line.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
you got the-
So Dane, you or Levi, you have what's it called?
I got the Detail King.
The Detail King, which is going to be more of like a back of a trading, no, back of a playing card.
Playing card, yeah.
Yeah, and you got a mask on, you got the polisher. It is
Pretty good.
very vibrant. It is good looking.
I really like the colors.
Yeah. And then you have Dane here with the killer finish, where you have Jason here.
Is that Michael Myers?
That's Michael Myers
That's
rocking
Michael Myers, yeah.
rocking a rotary.
Yeah.
Which is pretty badass, right? Pretty good looking.
That's right.
And
Turn around,
lastly,
Anthony.
You have me here.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's the
Bam.
detailing Vishnu.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the foam cannon, got the gallon, got the spray bottle,
for
got
every hand.
got all of them.
Yeah,
It's great.
pretty badass.
Well, thank you to our
Pretty
friends
awesome.
at Detailers Roadmap for sending us these shirts.
Yeah.
You guys can pick up yours at Detail Gear.
They
I
do.
believe.
They do fit great.
They're nice
They're a
shirts.
good fit.
They're a
Yeah.
great fit. I love the vibrant colors on the back. Good looking
Go
stuff.
check them
Yeah.
out.
All right.
Dino saying Dane leaving skids with his flex.
There it is.
He does that. He actually was practicing the other day for lunch, and I thought that was kind of strange. Anthony and I were watching him, and he was trying to explain to us that he likes to keep the car in park as he revs it up, and we were like, well, that's kind of strange. And then he goes, and then I'll rev it up really high, and then I'll step on the brake, and then I'll put it into drive, and then I'll stomp back on the gas, and that's how I get a burnout to happen. And we said, I think you said,
Because
you were
I
like,
hate transmissions
and
and
you
I want
said,
them to break.
yeah, and you said, Dane, you can just put it into neutral because it's an automatic. You just put it in neutral, and then it's only one click down,
Yeah, hit the
and you
brake.
can power brake it,
Yeah.
where you can keep your foot on the brake, rev up the engine as high as it goes, then dump it into gear, and take your foot off the brake, and then it'll actually do a burnout. And Dane said, you're wrong.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time. I am a safe driver.
Well,
I know what I'm doing.
I've installed a front, drive kill switch, so it sends all the power to the rear. So
Oh,
that I
okay.
can do burnouts and stuff
The
like
Flex
that.
has that
into big
capability?
box. No, but I added that.
Oh.
I
call it
actually
we call
took
it
that
instead
from
of launch control, it's called lunge control.
lunge control. There's another typo for you. All right, so we've got Fred here
Oh,
saying, "Hi, everyone."
You missed
What?
Helos.
Helio.
I had a Helio. Oh, yeah, there is.
Hello, TRC. What are some methods to keep deep water spots
Oh, yeah.
out of black rims? That's a tough one. Depends on the wheel. Depends on the finish. Depends on the water.
Matte black, gloss black with a clear.
Short of some form of acid, my friend. I don't know what else to tell you.
Some methods to get deep water spots out of black. Yeah, man, you could try.
You got to be careful because you can burn a lot of stuff.
Try polish. It just depends. It depends whether they're gloss or satin or they're matte. I mean, if they're matte, you just pray eventually with enough cleaners they'll break down and go away. It's just, yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I don't really know what the right answer is because
We don't know
I have-
what
I
type
have-
of wheels
I
are.
have black wheels on on the
Yeah.
Ram, right?
Yep.
And it's funny because I don't get the water spots from when I wash. I get the water spots from when I'm driving over puddles from
Yeah.
sprinklers and irrigation.
Right.
It's a nasty
And-
water that sat for a
Yeah,
while.
and they collect onto the wheel. They stay
Yeah, that might be
there.
well water. That
sediment.
might be irrigation water.
And it's how it
Yeah.
gets on there. So, Ricky Cologne says, "Great to be back here on the podcast, Ricky. We're glad to have you. Hopefully,
Welcome back,
hopefully
brother.
the
Yeah.
weather's nice where you're at right now. Hopefully everything's calmed down quite a bit. We have Zach that says, "What's up, guys? On my final break at work, glad to catch the start of the show. Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
for showing
Glad you
up.
got a chance to catch it.
Glenn popping in saying, good afternoon, gentlemen. What's going on, Glenn?
Hey, hey.
And the Meridian Marmot back
Whoa.
at it saying,
Whoa.
did I hear Anthony correctly on Tuesday? He used a new rinseless wash that you don't sell without me. What smell sensations have I been missing out on? Was it apple scented, perhaps?
Interesting that the Meridian Marmot,
Yeah.
considering I saw the Meridian Marmot scuttle through a field the other day.
Ooh.
Actually, I didn't really see them. I think they're hibernating still. But
Oh.
I imagine here, once spring comes, they'll be popping up.
Well, yeah, we'd think it'd be spring, but we get snow every day.
Clearly awake and talking
I know.
to us. So.
I really am starting to think that like there's just somebody just messing with us. Like that's just today was frigid, like frigid freaking cold. And anyway, did I mention a new rinseless? Potentially, I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember
You
what
did.
I said.
I remember
right?
you said.
You
I
talked
I think,
about
I think I
something.
blacked out
Yeah.
for a brief moment there. How do I say
Plausible
this?
deniability.
It's a rinseless that's new, but it's a rinseless that's not new, but it's a rinseless that is also not blue.
Ooh.
That's all I can
Franco
say.
saying, what? Dryerwolf? Yeah, check it out. And then Dane looking sharp with that fresh cut.
Thanks, buddy.
And then Fred dropping the wolf heads. And Woo Jay saying, what's up, gents?
What's up,
And
Woo?
Bearded Hunter, what's up, my dudes? Hope your week is going well. When cleaning and conditioning leather seats that have been previously refinished, what steps do you recommend to be extra safe with them? So careful with brushing, careful with what cleaner you're using. That's when mild cleaner from Color Lock comes in handy, is because it is so very, very, very mild. The other thing you can do is dilute Express or any, either of those, or even Polestar.
Yep.
As long as you dilute it enough and you don't go in scrubbing, because scrubbing and soaking, that's when you lose that. That's when you get that delamination of the color. So other thing is spray on the towel and wipe. Be very, very gentle.
So on my Acura steering wheel,
Yeah.
I had used a bunch of leather. Oh my gosh, why is my brain blanking? The leather refresh.
Yeah.
I used a bunch of leather refresh on that steering wheel, and I made sure it set up, made sure it was on there, it adhered well. Used my heat gun. The
Put
color
sealants
came
on
back.
top.
Everything. Yep. And I put the sealant on top after about a day, and I noticed that it is very durable. I mean, to the point to where, unless I'm really rubbing my hands on there, unless I'm taking a really, a strong brush, that stuff is not going to come off. And that's with touching it all the time. However, I did notice that when I used a stronger cleaner, like I think I had some Green Star that I just had. And I think it was just diluted way too strong, 3-to-1 or something. And I sprayed onto a towel and I rubbed it, and I saw a little bit of that color starting to come off from the leather refresh. So just like Levi said, be cognizant of what kind of cleaner you're using. Something as easy as Express or a diluted Polestar should be plenty just to be able to clean those areas.
All right.
Franco saying, what about some squirrel-themed towels? People go nuts for those. And Alex Dwyer, G. Davis has been handing out these wolf dryers for a month at a local East Cougar gyms to help with their upright workout, hot flash sweat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then Larry with the spell check. And then Mod Hatter Maddie saying, hey, guys, it's been a hot minute. Just stopping by to say hi before I head back to work. Hope you've all been doing okay. Hey, Maddie, how are you?
Thanks for saying hi.
Appreciate it.
First from Puerto Rico saying hello, TRC team.
And hi to everybody else.
Yeah. And Darren back saying, what do you guys stand on popping a wax over a ceramic coating? It's a question I see a lot. Can it be done, and is it worth it? It can be done. Does it need to be done? Not necessarily. It really just depends. So, like, for me, I would have customers who I would work on the coating that could take that. Because when I first started doing coatings, that was something that was very important to my customers, was still they wanted the longevity of the coating, but they still wanted to be able to go out in their garage and wax their car when they wanted to, because a lot of them, it was a therapeutic situation. Yeah. So you create the proper situation for that. So that was one of the reasons I went with OptiCoat, was because OptiCoat, you could put anything on it and it never hurt it. Yeah. It never really affected it that much. What it is going to do is extremely shorten the lifespan of that wax, because the coating is designed to shed what sits on the surface. So just notify, let the customer know that they can still put a wax on it if they want. Some people are just like that. They just want to do that. If I coated one of my dad's cars, one of his classics, that he would still go out and put some wax on it. Sure. He'd wash it and he'd go, I washed it, man, it looked good, and put some wax on it, took it to a cruise. We didn't need to do that. Yeah, but I wanted to. okay, all right.
Made him feel better.
Yeah, and that's really all it's about. So, yes, you can do it. Is it worth it? Well, you're going to get,
Doubtful.
a month out of the wax?
On
And in the
coating
amount of time, like at that point, Dreammaker is probably, or Silke is a better spray to put
Yeah.
on that surface than anything else. But again, to each their own. It's what people like to do. So
Sure.
We got Alex that says Anthony gave a blue collar towel to the contractors at his rental properties who opened Spam cans with a 6-inch hunting knife to clean up after a hard day's roofing job. Agreed.
that's perfect towel
Yeah.
for that.
Man.
There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Especially with the Spam and the hunting knife and the whole situation.
That was nice.
It's how you know it's good.
Yeah,
But
right.
no, that would be
That's a perfect job for that.
Yeah,
perfect towel for that.
it
Yep.
would. Wow, that's
And
just a
then-
bunch of hellos back and forth between everybody.
And then Sheldon, what's up, TRC crew? At work, so I won't be able to catch this one. Hopefully, I can warm up some hot Absolute this evening. Enjoy. I did that the other night.
Yeah.
I had to detail a car on Monday night and or Tuesday night. And that's what I did. Hot bucket of water. Poured some Absolute in there.
Yeah.
Missed the smell of that stuff. I haven't made Absolute in a while, so it was
Yeah.
nice. I've been doing ONR, so it was nice to mix it up and just enjoy the
Yeah.
create the vibe,
Did it
set the
bring you
mood.
back
Oh,
to
for
summer?
sure.
Did it bring
Did.
you back to our tiki bar?
It did. It reminded me of
Yeah.
that. The other thing I did, I had a fireplace going on my TV
Oh,
Did you?
yeah.
while I was working.
So kind of,
Nice.
yeah, that's a weird combination of
It was
things
nice,
there.
yeah. It
Well,
was nice.
You're feeling warm and you're
Well, I
vibing
also had,
warm
yeah.
in your mind.
So the garage was like 62 degrees, but it
Yeah.
was snowing outside. Turned on 2 space heaters in the cold corners of the garage, so they'd be blowing. So when I'd walk
Yeah.
by that part of the vehicle, I get a
Oh.
little taste of warmth.
little tropical
Yeah.
action.
I like shaking up that Absolute bottle.
I do too.
That thickness and that sound. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very like
good stuff. Good
satisfying.
stuff.
Like,
Yeah, it's chunky.
it's a chunky squelching sound, and I kind of like it.
It's chunky squelch.
It just
Wow,
sounds,
really selling
kind
it
of a
there.
weird-
it sounds therapeutic. I don't know how to describe it,
It
but
sounds like it has mass. It is dense.
Sheldon says, "What's up, TRC crew at work? So won't catch this one.
already
Hopefully,
got
I
that
can
one.
warm
Yep.
up. Okay, yep,
Followed by
sorry.
Detailer Chick.
Says nice shirts, guys. Thank you
Thank
very much.
you.
We're very happy about it.
Yeah.
And
she
followed
says, "Oh
up-
my gosh, I'm famous."
That's
lol.
about when we threw
Yeah,
up the
come on
thumbnail.
over and, tonight and watch us. Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Dan Pfeiffer said the hairy horsewife to the hairy horsewife, wax over coating makes no sense at all. Plenty of great toppers to use on coatings for additional gloss, slickness, and protection. Very true, Dan. And then Franco says, "Yo, Detailer Chick has a channel too. That's what's up."
Yeah, come on over, Franco, later
Franco's
tonight.
very supportive.
Yeah,
He is. He's good.
Love Frank.
good
Very,
friend.
very
Franco's got
proud of you,
great
Franco. You're
attitude.
very supportive, a great attitude.
Yeah.
And
And a whole lot of hellos, so we go to
A lot
Alex
more
here.
highs. And then Alex saying Dane likes to wipe the Hot Pockets grease off of his Twitch stream camera to remain crispy for his 73 dedicated subscribers.
So kind. Thank you,
That's what he
Alex.
uses a blue collar towel for.
Yeah, that's
Get
right.
that off there.
It's nice and smeary.
And David Cervantes saying, "What's up, guys? What did I miss? What's up with those bags?"
Well,
David, this is the, no, this is the
we talked about it at
this
the
is the
beginning,
new
but
blue
yeah.
collar towel, and that is the Dryerwolf right there.
And if you're
Ready
wondering
to go.
what
now
those
available
are,
at theradcompany.com.
just look on the website.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fred Shamrock saying, "Just got my new glove box today that was loaded with TRC products and Stiarnagloss
Ooh,
products.
that's awesome, man.
That's
That's
a fun time
awesome.
for you, buddy."
Holy cow, we are flying through these. I'm afraid we're already.
Well, it's because
to page
everybody's
2.
saying hello to each
Yeah,
other.
it's just everybody saying hi. There's like
Great, I love it.
the substance is a little.
Yeah. My guy Kirby saying, "Afternoon TRC crew, nice new big towels, and of course all the news coming soon." That's right.
Yeah.
And then let's see, where are we at? Oh, Darren saying to Dan, "Yeah, it's a question I see loads, always mixed answers on this. Personally, I don't see the point. Again, it's just to each their own."
Yeah.
Alex Dwar says that Levi at one point was the 14th most popular automotive podcast in Sweden.
It's true.
That is
Not
true.
Switzerland, but Sweden, yes.
That was true
It's
at
true.
one point. I held that honor for about a week.
Yep, gone.
I mean, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Remember when my podcast was more popular than this show?
It was.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I was making it off of my
Your-
phone
yeah,
in
to
my
feel
Numbers
good.
is
closet.
great, and you had that cool little intro with the little
Yeah, little
mandolin.
bluegrass
What is
music.
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I still have all that. I can still do all that.
Well, it's gone now. I mean, we have
Well,
to
you can
prove
totally
No, I
do
can
it
just
again,
start it back
yeah.
up again. It's not that hard.
I think people would love to see that.
But-
I mean, if I remember, like Larry's podcast, he went for like a year.
Yeah, that's
between
why
some
I
episodes.
say
Like,
it
there
just
were
because I'm like
long
Larry. I'm
hiatuses.
just like Larry Casilla.
Yeah,
That's
there you
why.
go. I'm sure.
Pretty much
you
the
would
same-
appreciate the comparison.
Very different.
Pretty
than
much
Larry.
the same person.
Yeah,
Ryan,
you guys are very different from each
Ryan
other.
Rigdon saying Levi's podcast was enjoyable and a bit self-deprecating.
That's the best way.
called
to
realism.
host. Yes.
Yeah.
It's about you got to see who it was and what it was. Not all the glitz and glamour like here.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know, this makes me look like I'm fancy and awesome.
We all know we're not, but
Yeah.
well, well, Dane. I mean, Levi, you were literally shooting that in a closet.
I was in a
Is-
closet,
and-
literally on my phone without a microphone.
yeah,
What's up, guys?
going like
The
yeah,
rag
that's-
there's a Master of Shine at Home podcast.
yeah.
it sounds like the blue collar town may be for you. All right, so we've
Fred
got.
says, "What's up, Bucky?" And then we have Helio said, "Would you recommend using iron remover on an ultra clay towel?"
Yeah,
so
you can.
So you can, yeah, as long as you're not using a tar and glue remover on the ultra clay towel, you'll be fine. But an iron remover is totally fine. You can use that as lubrication. Just make sure to spray a lot. Peter Buckins says, "Can leftover DB36 can leftover DB36 be applied to wheels? If so, what should be expected?" Yeah, it could be
yeah.
applied to wheels. It's
They're,
not going to
assuming
be
they're painted.
Yeah, it's not going to be as strong as durable as diamond wheels. Like, and I don't think it's going to have the heat rating that DB36 would have. But
Or diamond wheels, yeah.
But I think that if you have it right and you're not planning on buying diamond wheels, then it's not a bad option. You can do
Yeah.
it.
But diamond wheels will work better if that's your
Like,
concern.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Sure.
I think it'll be fine. Larry Singleton says, Peter, I did just that, but the experts should pipe in on it. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty...
Yeah.
Like, it can be done. Yeah, it's just not going to have that heat rating, so it may not last as long, but you'll still have coated wheels.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically just leftover coating, so you might as well use it for something.
Yeah. My guy Kirby says, TRC, what is the blue towel package? I had to take a phone call and step away. This is called the blue collar towel. This is the get it done towel. This is the towel that doesn't take vacations.
Yep.
It stays hard.
It works hard.
It doesn't
works
take vacations.
really hard.
It stays hard.
It works really hard.
Literally what you just said out of your mouth. The blue collar towel doesn't take a vacation, but stays hard.
It works hard, okay?
So blue collar towel, it's basically is if our 365 is our everyday towel. It's perfect for every job.
Yep.
How do we make a towel a little bit better? Because some people felt that the 365 needed to be a little higher pile.
Beefier.
So we would always say, oh, bump up to the 420, the creature, the spectrum. And they go, yeah, it's too fluffy. It's too much. If you could get in that sweet spot.
Goldilocks.
So that's what this towel is. So we've added an even more durable edge on it that is still workable, still safe, and we've increased the GSM to 380 GSM, and we also made it in a larger size. So
Perfection.
it's a 16/16, and I think that's 16/25 in there. If you look on the back, it'll tell you exactly what the size is.
there you go.
16 by 24.
16
Bam.
by 24.
That's
So
what it is.
it's bigger because a lot of people go, man, if you could make the towels like the car wash towels,
Yeah.
we really love those. We love that size. I like the usability of it. And so we thought, if we build this new work towel, basically, what are the things we want? We want a bigger size. We want, a little more durable towel. We want a little more plush, less plush than the creatures. And that's what that is.
Yeah.
So there you go. Easy peasy.
Simple
David
enough.
Cervani, I come bearing good news.
Oh.
I finally received a raise at my job today, and a rather large one as well.
Oh, David,
congratulations, David.
Yeah, good job, David.
Awesome.
Congrats.
That is fantastic news. You should go treat yourself
Yes.
to
Right.
something, nothing too crazy, but like
Well.
get something nice.
Maybe like a Dryerwolf.
Maybe like a Dryerwolf, maybe a steak,
Ooh,
right?
steak and a Dryerwolf.
Steak sounds pretty good, right? Maybe splurge on some fresh rosemary. Cook that thing up
Yeah.
at home. Do a little bit of butter on there, a little bit of kosher salt, right? A little bit of garlic in there.
I like
and
it.
Just enjoy it, right?
like
And say
it.
congrats to myself
Yeah.
for getting a
Perfect.
raise.
Well done.
Good job.
First from
But
Puerto
not
Rico.
the steak well done.
Says last week,
There we go.
I was watching a video by Matt, Obsessed Garage, looking he was daring Anthony. Looks like he was daring Anthony on that Civic while was burning tires. What does that mean?
Sounds like he was making fun of you by burning up some tires on a Civic. We may have to go back and try and find this video.
So Matt went over to Adam Millsey's compound.
Oh, okay.
Watched the video.
So drifting then, but not in a Civic.
Adam's treating he has that little CRX. He's treating that as like his track cart, right?
Yeah.
Where his friends
just mess around with it.
get to go mess around with it and set their best lap time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And so Matt did.
And so Matt set his lap time, right? Which is.
And he was daring Anthony on that. And he was probably talking about you?
No, he didn't say anything about me at all whatsoever. But given our past history with Adam, I think that if I were just to hit him up, I probably could get an invitation next time we're out there in Florida to go hit a little quick hot lap, see if I can break Matt's record. Matt's time. Because that'd probably be my only goal, would just be to beat Matt. And because with all my, racing simulator experience.
What car would you use?
Well, you're more of a performance driver.
I'd be in the CRX.
Oh, you think Matt would lend you a CRX and then you go out there and...
Yeah, that's what everybody's doing.
Literally what he just said. The car is built for people to drive on his track.
I thought it was just Matt's. Okay. No, I was
Adam
confused.
LZ.
Okay,
No, Adam LZ. No,
I was just like, what?
No, Matt doesn't have a CRX.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, when did he get a CRX?
But if you guys notice, the amount of happiness that Matt had in his eyes when he was driving around that crappy Honda, right? Which actually was actually a pretty nice CRX, but him driving that around, you could tell that was his happy state.
Yeah.
And he knows that those cars bring him the most happiness. But he's like, his
audience won't accept
it. He fears he can't just be seen in a Honda again. And I try to convince him otherwise by building all these.
I was just saying,
Hondas,
but then look what he did with the Honda he did get. The Civic he did get.
I know, it was incredible.
He turned it into a $100,000 plus Civic.
He could continue to do that.
Yeah.
All the time.
He just needs to stay in the Honda lane.
Right.
I know. What can you do? Porsches, I guess,
Yeah.
are fancier.
The Hondas of the supercar world. All right.
All right. IKEG Detail 2.
Game Throne.
Game of Throne.
Dryerwolf.
There we go.
Dryerwolf. Yep.
Yes. Feel free to start throwing questions at us, guys.
Harry,
I'm shocked at how long we are.
Berto saying nice shirts. Harry Housewife saying Dane's Killer Finish t-shirt is a killer shirt.
Agreed.
There you go. And Gary from Long Island. Wow, those shirts are killer.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And then in Focus Photography, hello all, watching the snow to take my mind off this contact dermatitis going on. That's really annoying. I am so sorry. And that's no fun.
What is that?
It's like kind of like my knuckle burn that I had from my acid.
Yeah.
But it hits in random spots on your skin, and you get this dermatitis that's really rough and abrasive and itchy, and it's not fun. It's not
Lotion
fun.
fix that?
Yeah, chamomile, lots of that stuff. Calamine lotion, and a lot of lotion, a lot of Aquaphor, a lot of it's frustrating, and some over-the-counter stuff, and it's not fun. Sorry you got that, man.
Alex says, Dane tried to pull both flappy paddles.
Yeah, that was a weird move.
Towards him to put it into neutral for a neutral drop, but was met with an immense disappointment.
Well, in Lamborghinis, that's how it works. To get into neutral, you pull both paddles towards
Right,
you.
Yeah,
So.
well, and that's what you have.
Yeah,
is
and
a
obviously
Ford
in the Flex, it's the
very much
the Flamborghini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the parking lot, messing around in your car. Dang, what are you doing? Neutral drop.
Just new one.
Keith Jackson, happy Friday Eve. I got a nice compliment at the kids' school on Monday. Parents said they hate parking next to me because my car is always so clean. I was chuffed.
Nice.
That is that's a little tip of the cap to you, sir.
For real.
Impressive. Dino saying, is it a rinseless with a D and an I in it? Nope. Nope, it's not. Nope. Tyler Graff, yellow rinseless, red and black label? Nope.
Nope.
Franco, I finally used the last of my Chemical Guys Stick Snowball Shampoo, clay lube, and I think I destroyed my clay towel. It's now stickier than Bubba Gum.
Oh, no.
Bubba gum. Bubba gum. Okay.
Sorry, man. Try and wash it off and let it dry out.
Yeah. Carson.
Hey, guys, any updates on the new walk-in store here in Boise? Carson, we are... Oh, my gosh. Last time we were told it was going to be
last year.
Yeah, it was supposed to be last year, but like literally at the beginning of the year, we were talking about it's going to be nice in May when we can move in. Literally nothing has happened. in that building.
The building's just sad.
Like we can't
This
even
whole
put
time.
up a wall in it. We can't do any of the
but on permitting,
electrical.
they won't let you go in.
We
until
can't do any of the
it's-
plumbing. We can't do anything until we get the occupancy permit. And once we can do that, we can start building. So fingers crossed. We're really, really hoping to get there at the end of this end of spring, first part of summer.
But the ball.
But I don't know if we're gonna be able to do
The
it.
point is, the ball's not in our court. We've done everything we need.
No,
to
it's in the
do.
city and
we're
letting
just
us. It's
waiting.
literally city plan letting us get in there to
Yeah.
do it. So, and it's hard because MVP is waiting also
Yeah.
to move in and help. And it's just there's a lot of stuff. It just sucks. So, bear with us.
Sooner or later. it'll
Joshua
happen.
Suarez saying, "Hey guys, what's going on? How's it going? How you doing, man?"
Hey, hey. And then on to page 2. Glenn.
Sweet, just ordered the new Wolf along with a Wolf pack and to top it off, blue collar. Looking
Nice,
forward to him.
Glenn.
Nice, Glenn. I think
Enjoy.
you're going to enjoy him.
Hope you enjoy them.
Lavelle, can you use an iron remover as a clay lubricant instead of doing 2 separate steps with the rinse? Yes, you can. And then Joshua Suarez, top 3 interior cleaners.
Ooh. Cleaners,
Top
not
3.
protectors, just cleaners.
So, interior cleaners that we have right now, I would say Express
Express.
is your number 1. Your number 2 is going to be your G-Technic.
Think so?
I think that's a good one. And then also your number 3, if they're just all 3 there. Really, any one of these could be number 1, any one of these could be number 2, and any one of these could be
Just
number 3.
depends on the day.
The final one would be either diluted Green Star or Polestar
Yeah.
I think Polestar.
for interiors. Either one of those, all of them will work great.
Yeah.
For real.
I mean,
And don't count out any, even though it's the 4th one.
like Indy's great too, but I'd say our top sellers without a doubt
Top
Express.
seller.
I mean,
Yeah.
like there's no denying that. Yeah, I mean, Tri Clean great, Polestar is great, Inny is great. Probably missing a couple other ones off the top of my head right now, but yeah, they're
You can't go
Yeah,
wrong,
any of the interior
really.
stuff that we sell is stuff that we stand by 100%.
The main point is just don't use something that's too strong. That's all.
So we got a Phoebe in here.
Yeah.
Hello, Phoebe. Hi, guys. I can't choose between these microfibers, the Eagle Edgeless 350 or 500, for applying hybrid solutions, black wax spray. Which one do you recommend, please? V. Phoebe, I'd probably say the 500. The 350 is a great towel, don't get me wrong, but I think for a spray wax that might have a little bit of grabbiness at first, you might want something with a little bit more pile to it so the towel doesn't roll in your hand, right? The 350 is a nice towel, but maybe if you're applying that, you might have the towel start to roll a little bit, whereas having a little bit more pile there, more weight, might feel a little bit nicer. What do you think, Levi?
I agree with you 100%.
So go with the 500. Plus, if you haven't tried the Eagle 500 yet, it's kind of an experience in its own. So,
True.
like,
it's a flagship for a reason.
give it a shot. The Meridian Marmot.
You think I'm hibernating, but really I'm planning on how to take over that spicy black Honda and Fancy Lancy. Do you
Fancy
put,
Lancy,
Did
I
you
love
put
that
Honda
name.
badges
That's
on your
awesome.
Acura?
Yes.
That's
It's
how he
more-
knows.
It's more prestigious
Did
that
the
way.
did the
Okay.
original owner do that, or was that you?
Okay, so the original owner did
Okay,
that, which
that's what I
is
thought.
insane to me because I go, what is this 50-year-old
Well,
woman?
she did not
was an
necessarily fit the
enthusiast.
stereotype of someone who would have
She
done
was
that.
an enthusiast. That was her car. her jam.
Well, I
But
don't know.
a red Type R Honda badge on the Acura RSX is definitely kind of like a high schooler kind of move.
Well, it matched. It was black and red. That's why.
Yeah,
Well, and she was
it looked good though.
good looking too.
Oh.
For an older lady. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
I mean,
You're gonna dig yourself a hole here.
okay,
if you keep talking.
we understand.
Just get out of here.
You're
before-
already digging
before-
a hole
also
here.
a Honda enthusiast.
Before my wife sees this. Moving on.
Jeez.
Gran Hawtree.
Gran Hawtree says, day 456, Tony's Take and Bake personal pizza, goose jerky, spy balloon rides, and hand polishing service currently, what's that say? Service currently working on the Evo 6.5 and Z3M and S54 for Anthony's fine car collection of Boise.
The S54 is the engine in the Z3M.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
6.5.
6.5 would be awesome.
So hand
though.
polishing service currently working. So they're separate lines. He just kind of mushed them together. That's why it didn't
Okay,
make
so
sense.
it's currently working on. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing.
And then it says,
your
please
family,
like, share, sub to all TRC media so my family doesn't have to play the human hoist game.
Voice game. Oh my god.
so
Oh, it's dark.
that's hilarious.
Oh, no.
But, Anyway, thank you, Grant. I appreciate it. And your family is safe up in the attic. It is getting warmer up there.
It's nice for them.
Pretty soon it'll be too hot.
Pretty soon,
And we're just right
well,
back to.
And I did insulate the garage to keep the heat in the attic and not in the
okay.
garage. So there'll be plenty warm.
On a 40 degree day, it's fine, but when it gets to be like 70 or 80, it's going to be like 130 up there.
Yeah.
Be nice. That'll be good. Franco, to piggyback off the Harry House Wax's wax question, is there any problemo putting wax over Fuso coat? The plan is to seal with Fuso and hit that with that Turtles hybrid ceramic paste. I'm going to say, Franco, go for it. Have fun with it.
Stop you.
I don't know how that's going to react. I don't know how to seal with Fuso, then hit it with that. I just know that whatever's got the strongest protection, put on the bottom.
Yeah.
True that.
And then do whatever the lightest is on the top.
Yeah,
David Cervantes says, can you pop one of those blue collar towels
He wants you to pop a collar.
No.
So I don't know if we can do that.
We didn't
Right.
take them out of inventory, so we can't really open these bags.
We didn't take these out, and I think once we open them, they're ours. And
Yeah.
maybe
and they don't
there's-
like it when we do that, so we kind of.
I think you might be able to pop the seal on the bag so they can see the edge.
That's gonna. Is that gonna tear or no? No. Okay. Okay.
So, like, if you want to see inside,
Alright.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. This is really.
This is so janky.
this
Like
is literally
so
all we
dumb.
can do.
I think that we could probably just
You probably
do this.
could.
I
It's going to be all right.
Frankly, when we came in today, we weren't expecting to show this stuff.
No, and that's why.
You guys
Sorry.
get to see-
It wasn't
there we
really
go.
part of. Okay, we're just
Here
gonna do
is
it.
the blue collar for you right here. So this one has something on it. This one right here, blue collar, 16 by 24. Feels very nice in the hand. It's got that nice kind of corded border, like I said before. It's not quite a buttersoft suede, but it's definitely something that's durable. And yeah, feel it. Levi, what do you think of the weight of that?
Yeah,
bad
no, I
boy?
like this towel. I'm all right with this towel. That's why I said I'd probably buy some just because I like the workability of this size.
It's a lot fluffier than
Especially on like
365.
compound and polish removal.
Yeah.
I like this size a little more because, again, you have a little more hand presence, so to speak.
Septic tank cleaning.
And septic tank cleaning.
More fluffy than a 365, however, not as long a pile as a 420. So that's
Yeah.
kind of the main thing to think about here if you're kind of trying to figure out.
Because it is a dual pile.
You can see it in the picture, but it may not be coming across.
But technically,
It
the
is-
365 is a dual
yeah.
pile.
Yeah. Well, in the 365, you can very clearly
Mm-hmm.
tell when you look at it, but this is just longer. So
Dino, are we going to see an Edgeless 400 anytime? Probably not.
that's probably getting too into the weeds, honestly. Like we try and cover a lot of different niches, and we have so many towels because so many people have differing opinions as to what they like best: short, long, pile, all that stuff. But at a certain point, you do kind of get a little too close to like two different things.
It also depends, like you said,
And it
Dane,
doesn't serve the
on
right
that weave.
purpose.
We have what we call internally as the flop,
Yeah.
and it's how a towel,
How lazy?
Anthony, it's how a towel lays or shakes out
Yeah.
in your hand.
It's how it flops.
Literally how it flops.
it's just how it flops.
And 300s, 365s, and the 420s do well in the edgeless realm. 380.
See how it's flopping right
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
The
It just has a
380.
nice flop, nice drop.
Yeah, the 380 didn't have that flop, edgeless. So we put an edge on it, and it had the flop. And when you have that flop, it means it's going to hold its shape. It's very. You don't understand what we talk about unless you've held a bunch of towels and seen the way they move.
It's if you know, you know.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Antoine Armstrong, my TRC order just shipped today. Going to get on the absolute train and see what it's all about.
good call.
Awesome, man.
We
Enjoy
hope you
it,
enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The Hairy Horsewife says, blue collar towels, any good for drying off the handle of a trident after hunting for those pesky frogs?
Trident.
Yeah. I mean, this would probably be my trident towel of choice, right? Thing is, I mean, using a trident and going frog gigging it's a whole experience. Having a couple of these towels in my back pocket make it so much better.
Yeah, that's right.
Put the frogs in the towels.
You could put them in there.
Hey,
Oh.
clean the frogs before I eat
Clean
them.
the frogs.
Well,
That'd
I'd be
great.
afraid you'd suck all the moisture out of it, dry them right up.
That'd be delicious.
It's terrible. They're just too absorbing, man.
Yeah.
You're hurting them.
Dane. That was very visual.
Sorry.
In Focus says, how well does Diamond Body hold up to touchless car washes? Buddy's wife has a sub to one and goes often with her SUV. I coded.
So Diamond Body doesn't have. That one has the most chemical resistance. It doesn't have a lot of the scratch resistance that Diamond Body 36 has. It's still strong. Question, I don't know for Diamond Body. I know Diamond Body 36 is a little more durable, but again, it's a coating, man. And it's a car wash. And she could go in on the wrong day. She could go 6 times and not have a single problem.
And then you follow that one filthy truck.
One filthy farm truck on a Saturday morning, and it just annihilates the finish of the
Game
vehicle.
over, man.
It's hard to say.
Well, it's touchless.
Well, if it is touchless, then
It's fine.
you should be fine because it does have Diamond Body has the highest chemical resistance compared to the others.
Sorry, I don't think they saw the touchless portion.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Grant Hotry says, for car guys, it's the therapy of chilling out with the car and laying down a nice wax.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
is.
sure.
Yep.
I don't know, there's something nice about just a good smelling, great feeling.
Yeah, it's
high-gloss
aromatherapy. It's
wax.
a meditative therapy. It's therapy all the way around.
We'd much rather have a nice smelling thing when you're doing that than have something that just smells like pure chemicals.
Yeah. Kay says, what is the longest amount of time spent testing a product only to determine it was not sold by TRC? Weeks, months, etc.
There have been times.
It was
Oh,
over
man.
a year for one product.
Yeah.
And it was probably the hardest phone call I made that day. So,
Yeah.
But to really work on a product for over a year and just not Anthony and I not find a way to make it work. So
Sometimes it's just a matter of it fitting into our lineup. If it doesn't fit
That
in here,
too.
it doesn't necessarily mean the products are bad. It just means they don't do anything that we don't already have covered.
yeah, we don't already either have it covered or we feel like it'll be overkill if we add that to the niche, or the company doesn't. We also look at it from a marketability of a product. Does that company have its own marketing? Does that company have its own space in the the ether, so to speak?
The branding they're trying to go for, maybe the kind of customer base they're trying to reach. Obviously, you can have a lot of different things. You're all just trying to make cars clean, right?
Right.
But there are different ways that companies go about it, the image they present, that kind of stuff that you're like, okay, that kind of fulfills this side of things, this fulfills this side. And then you get some like strange in-betweens, or like a company that just focuses on one thing, like Solution Finish is hardcore about getting that trim looking as good as possible. Like that's the thing. Okay, great. But for other products that have a huge line, other brands that have a huge line, you can't just have a whole bunch of brands that all more or less do the same thing. There's got to be some variation in there.
Correct.
Or they got to be going after different parts of the customer base. And that's our part. Sometimes it just gets full and you're like, I can't have another that already does what we got here.
Unless it kicks butt.
Yeah, I mean, unless it just blows
Anthony?
us away.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, there's been more than 5 or 10 different products that we've tested and played with and done. I mean, gosh, we worked on for year. Yeah, year probably was the longest. But months, 6 months, 7 months, even 6 months is a long time, especially when you're in communication with a company or you're constantly trying to make this product work or trying to figure out a way that we could bring it to you guys. And then sometimes it just falls on its face or it doesn't work out, or let's just say we get really far with a product and we find out that the cost to make this product is
gonna be
literally
astronomical.
is literally dollars away from the selling price of the product.
And not because we're
And you
greedy,
go,
but because a customer just would not want to pay that.
well, that, or like literally we'd go, hey, we would lose money on this if we went through with
And
it.
we sold it at what a customer would think was a reasonable
and then
price.
the person who made the product or the person who was working with us might say, oh well, are you sure? Like, don't you think you can make it work? And it's like, no, we can't. Like just you can't make it work.
And that's not a fun conversation.
Yeah, there was a lot of different experiences that we've had over the last I don't know how many years now to where things didn't come through. But I like to think everything happened for a reason, and new paths opened up because of those experiences, and we are where we are today because we didn't settle or we didn't try. We didn't force something to work that didn't feel right.
Correct.
Right. We've had a lot of opportunities. We haven't taken all of them, though.
Should we burn through some of these jokes that are coming up next?
Well,
because
no, I think it's okay. We were building some time because we needed to
Have
get a
you
few
read ahead and
comments there.
seen what those comments are? That's what I'm asking.
There's a bunch later on.
Okay, Dane,
but-
you can read them.
Joey Belinsky
okay.
says,
Oh, no.
Can you soak an R2R if it stays hard for more than 4 hours?
Okay, do the next one, Dane. Your turn.
Right, yeah, blue collar towel, a bit like that little blue towel from. Okay, so yep.
Next one.
Yep. Correction, bloody phone. Just laughing, and then Harry has 5. Okay, pills. Okay, and just moving along here, we've got some toast. 707. You make Levi explain what makes a good charcuterie board. Yeah, okay, this is safe.
That we can
Families
do.
won't get mad at me for saying this one.
We have to go to a break before we jump into the fun half.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So here, over the next few minutes, you guys are going to enjoy some ads that you.
Some of these next ones are great. All right, we're going to go to a break.
You're going to enjoy some ads. We'll see you guys in just a few
Be
minutes.
right back.
Go ahead, get dirty. P&S Off-Road.
amazing.
Dane, I didn't know you could do any of that stuff.
Neither did I.
Wow.
Well, now that you're an actual bartender,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe whip us up some Fisher
Oh,
cocktails.
yeah.
I mean,
Dane, do it.
I mean, it's my first day, but let me see what I can whip up.
nice.
Oh,
Believe me.
jeez, Dane.
What?
Oh, my God.
Dane. For being your first day, it's pretty amazing. Looking for feedback. Let me know what you think.
Oh my God. Stuff smells amazing.
Good, all right.
Well, Levi, Dane, cheers, man.
Cheers. Nice.
Bottoms up.
Cheers. Thanks, Dane. Oh my God. God, why are you spitting my drink up? I worked hard on that.
What is in it? Is that polymers?
My mouth is encapsulating.
Why would you even know what polymers taste like?
Tastes like chemicals. Did you feed us chemicals?
What did you put in this?
I made you a nice drink. These are supposed to be nice. Oh, guys, that's my car.
What?
You hit my car. God, guys, if you didn't want the drinks, you could have just given them back to me or something.
Dane.
Are you seeing that shine over there? On the car.
Oh my God. Dane, what did you put in that stuff?
What, in your drinks?
Yeah.
Some water and some Absolute.
Absolute vodka?
No? PNS Double Black Absolute Rinseless. Wow.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to poison us?
Dane! Did you just make us drink rinseless water?
No, definitely didn't do that.
Absolute rinseless wash is not for oral or suppository consumption.
Looks pretty good.
It does, however, leave a hell of a clean and smooth surface on your vehicle.
Wow.
PNS Absolute Rinseless Wash. Mix responsibly.
Is that something?
I mean, it's pretty good. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm kind of liking this.
Yeah. So just don't drink it.
No.
Yeah, let's make sure we don't drink it for the future.
But do put it on cars.
Yeah, it's good. It's for
Put
cars.
it on a car. Okay.
Not inside yet.
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Q&A Thursday. Welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in, you missed some fun, but don't worry, there's a lot more yet to come. Guys, what's going on?
Oh, well, Dane, it's been a good first hour. For those of you that maybe missed or you're just tuning in now, we've been talking about the newest products, the Dryerwolf, now available on the website. You can pick it up today.
Yep.
And the newest towel.
The blue collar.
That's right.
16 by 24, 70-30 blend, a do-it-all towel.
That's 380 GSM.
A towel that doesn't take vacations.
That's what we
Not afraid to
Hates
work
vacations.
Yep. It's not afraid to stay hard, work hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, got those two. Soft plush towels, great for working on a car.
Yeah.
Or cleaning off your Trident if you've been out gigging frogs.
So Dino here saying, do a steak and blue collar towel as a napkin. I think
that's a perfect job
bib.
for that towel.
Dino, you just tuck that into your collar as a bib.
No, so we are joking. This towel, though, is literally our newest workhorse towel.
Yes.
And it's the towel that is the 365 is the do-all, end-all towel. This is its right-hand man, if you will. Right-hand man or woman, if you will.
Yeah. Well, and some other places already have like a towel that
person
kind
you
of works
depend
like
on.
that.
Yeah.
But they call it workhorse, so we don't want to copy that.
No,
I mean,
this
it's
is
different.
so it's with the blue collar.
It's blue collar,
Does
so,
all the jobs perfectly well.
Yeah.
And does it fine. And then, as you guys saw, we've got TRCMA popping in, coming up April 3rd through the 6th. Mark your calendars. Make sure you set your reminders that you don't need to be going to work that week. You need to be glued to your computer screen watching TRCMA.
That's your
and
vacation.
that way you can see all the great brands coming to the Rag Company. We're going to be broadcasting live 4 days in a row. The Rag Company PNS products, Color Lock, Yellow Tools, Rupes, Detailer's Helper, Buff Bright, RotaFest, Solution Finish, Optimum Polymer Technologies, Buff and Shine, Diamond Protec, Stiarnagloss, Lake Country, G-Technic, Lake Country Power Tools, G-Technic Marine, IK Sprayers, The Wrap Institute, Coast Chemi, Viper Chair, Detail Wise, Veloci, Auto Wash, Detailers Business Academy, and Flex, just to name a few.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And who knows? There may be more.
That's right. It's always a great week, and it is
Always.
such a fun event, and we look forward to it every year. And we are so excited to have you guys along with the road with us for our third trip around the sun with this show. So
we're getting better at it.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then also tonight, make sure you tune in. Go to the Detailer Chick YouTube channel because I'm going to be on there live
look at
7
that.
p.m. with Christine. And we're going to be talking a little inside the industry. Come check us out and say hello and watch
Inside
us. It'll be a good
baseball.
time.
Love
So,
it. Alex says Luke Berge has a sticker on the back of his Ford V10 that reads, "I don't take vacations," and stays hard.
so good.
Yeah.
Fazal, we first have to say, hey, TRC crew. I missed the last couple shows as I was traveling. Glad to be back as watching Q&A Thursday has become part of my weekly routine. Fazal
Thank
sent
you.
us a copious amount of chocolate on
God.
Friday.
Ridiculous.
We annihilated it here in the studio.
Except for me, because I'm trying to be healthy.
It survived all of 20 minutes. I mean,
Chocolate,
it was-
candy, rum drops, things
Yeah.
that use rum candy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great.
It's like somebody just threw it on the
Well,
ground.
because I
in
had
an
my
animal farm. They
Cadbury.
just-
It was the flake or the twirl. What did I have? I think. it
Yeah,
was
I think
the-
I had both,
I
but
think it
yeah.
was the twirl. I think it was the flake.
I got my buttons.
Yeah, you
my
had
drops.
the buttons. We were mowing down on that. We were taking out. There was like these alcohol chocolates, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
had
they're
like
probably like rum or
they
something.
had like 4% alcohol in them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was feeling a certain way after having a couple of those.
You
things.
ate a
Remember
bunch.
you
You
said
were
they were
like,
potent
you were
little
telling
guys.
people to line them up because you wanted
Yeah.
to take them like shots.
I want to take my shots. Right?
Yeah, and you're like, Jimmy, get up here. Come on. Hey,
Come on.
Gabe, come on. Get over here.
chocolate.
Have a button
Yeah.
chaser.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I had those buttons ready for you guys. Just little drops of Cadbury chocolate.
So
It was
good.
delightful. Fazal, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
means a lot. And the tamarind balls, Seabass lost his mind.
Oh, yeah.
He-
Seabass was
And he goes, "So are those for us as well?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "These are one of my favorite things." I said, "Okay, you can have some." He ate all of them.
He did.
Every
He loved
last
them.
one.
They were so good though.
He shoved them like almost like a hamster.
squirrel.
Oh, okay,
Squirrel.
yeah.
He just grabbed
Like chipmunk action.
there was only like 4.
You're never gonna fit all those
But
in
he
that
was
mouth
like,
of yours, and he did.
Or he walked back to his desk.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
David Cervantes says, "What would you guys recommend for a good start to compounding and polishing pads and correcting fluids to buy?"
A good start. Last cut, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go up or down. You go last cut, traditional last cut. You go last cut plus up for cutting, extra cutting power. And you go down to final polish for polishing. But reality, you can start with just the last cut
And change your pad.
and change your
think it's the
pads, and you
most-
can work all the way across any tool type.
versatile and user friendly.
Any pad type.
It's there's a reason why we always recommend it, and people think that we're like a broken record, but like it
any
really
skill
is that
level.
good. The Koch Chemi line's fantastic,
Yeah.
right?
The Rupes line is
but
fantastic.
Fine cut within Koch Chemi is pretty much the most user friendly
Mm-hmm.
of their compounds and polishes. But everything else is amazing. But you need to understand how it works and understand where to start and where to end to get the best finish possible, which would arguably allow you to get to the best finish possible if you use everything as you're supposed to. Whereas the Rupes stuff, they've made it much simpler than it used to be. It's amazing stuff. It's a huge improvements over what it used to be. But yeah, some reason last cut is just simple.
People say versatile, but I like to think it's flexible because you can just change out so many variables while using the same fluid essentially, and you get a different result. It's awesome.
It's true. So anyway, that's what I mean. As far as pads, Rupes yellow foam pads are amazing. I would say that the yellow wool's amazing. The blue wool's amazing. Any of the orange Lake Country pads are awesome. Any of the maroon or yellow pads from Buff and Shine are awesome as well. But those are the places to start. That yellow, orange is where you kind of want to start out with, and then cut more or cut less depending on what job you need.
And that can be coarse wool or low lint wool or yellow wool. There's all kinds of different variations.
Yeah.
So.
Alex says Anthony would call Brett, borrow the CRZ, and run some lap times at the LZ compound. So unfortunately, the CRZ would be very unexciting, probably running around the compound. But you know what? I'd have a great sound system. I'd be very comfortable.
would.
Everything would feel very advanced and
get some
technical
good mileage.
inside there. Yeah.
Maybe you take the CRZ, but you rip out the interior and just keep the driver's seat. Take
That-
everything else out, weight reduction to the max.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
go.
Okay, I like that. Franco says, David Cervantes, sup. I started a couple months ago, and the Last Cut and Lake Country SDO are great. That's a great
Nice.
place to start,
There you
Franco.
Cody saying, Levi, you sound a lot better from the other day. Yeah, so Cody, thank you. Last night was the first night I actually got a full night's sleep without the need to wake up in the middle of the night and hack my lungs out. So feeling pretty good. Joey saying, I love the trend of all of us sharing our medical issues with zero judgment.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It's a place to do that and not
safe
feel shame.
place here, Joey,
Yeah.
and that's why we want to stay updated on when you and Dane decide to go on that boat.
Yeah,
though.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you and a few hundred friends on the internet,
Closest
Yeah,
pals.
publicly,
just knowing what's going
visible to everybody.
Anybody could see it or hear it. Yeah.
Not to mention the other hundreds of viewers that watch it after it's live.
True.
Franco
And that
says,
it lives
I
in
polish
perpetuity.
outside, but in the shade of a carport.
Nice. That's fine.
Last Cut is great. Then Cody says,
Last Cut is designed to work in sunlight too. So
what
you can...
are the new wolf towels about? Says Cody. Can you tell us about it?
Anthony
yeah.
or Levi.
So does he? Oh, he said Anthony first. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
assuming.
fine. Go for it.
I'm assuming he wants me to do it.
Yeah.
Levi.
Then, yes,
funny, but
take
you
it
don't
away.
want
You can
to.
talk.
So the Wolfpack towel is one of our newest drying towels to the Rag Company.
The
drying towel line
Dryerwolf.
called the Dryerwolf. This is it's a 550 GSM 70/30 blend. It has our butterssoft suede edge with the wolf border on it, similar to the Wolfpack towels. But
packed
this
in here.
it's packed in there. This
wish you
towel,
could
the
move
best
it
way
out.
to describe it is that if the minx and the eagle had a baby, it would be a very similar pile to something like that. This is an ultra plush towel, meaning that it's going to be a different drying experience than you
Chonky.
would get from, let's just say, the Liquidator and or the 1500 or the Gauntlet. But Levi, let's go ahead and hold this
good
out.
size.
It's so big.
Yeah, let's just go and show you how big this thing is. Stretch it.
Here, probably easier. You hold the bottoms, I hold the top here, and there you go.
There you go, Dane.
Look at that. We got to go back out. There you go. Hey,
There
look
you
at that.
go. Good size. And then here you gotta check, do a little hand tech check there. So you can
Don't-
Okay,
Careful.
don't hit my mic.
You almost hit Dane in the face.
No, I wouldn't have. There you can see the plushness of it. So it's got some plushness to it. Feels amazing. No, it will not dry your F350 Platinum, but this will knock out most small cars.
It's a
without any
different
issues.
kind
Yeah,
of dry.
and what it is it's the weave. Basically, the way we've talked about it. That's a horrible folding job.
Luxurious.
This is a cross between our eagle and our minx.
Yeah.
Easiest way to describe it. You get the plushness of the eagle, but you get the sponginess of the minx.
Yeah.
That you used to have, and the fleece-like feeling. So it's quite a nice towel.
It's very
So.
nice.
Fido Fibers only customer. Hey gang. When using Rupes Uno Advanced, are you ever using the yellow wool or going straight to blue? Also, wipe off towel, bead maker. Also, hey Dane.
Hey.
So with Uno Advanced, I use either yellow foam or I'll use the blue wool. You can use the yellow wool. It really just depends on your test spot as to how much correction you want to give and how much you don't need to, or how much it finishes. You go all the way around the vehicle, just like Rupes Uno Protect, where you apply it to the whole vehicle, and you can machine it and run it and work it, and then leave it on the surface. And then I find in my garage, I like using just the purple pearl.
Yeah.
That's it. And I come back around. The wipe off is very simple, very easy. Because it's got a ceramic in it, I don't find the need or want to use bead maker.
Yeah.
But what I do is I'll do a final wipe down with Dream Maker.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. So after the product's wiped off.
After the product is set up
Yeah.
and wiped off. Usually what I do is I let it set up and then I leave it inside my garage for the night
Yep.
after I've wiped it off.
Next
then
morning.
And then the next morning it's been sitting, physically finishing curing, and then I hit it with the with the Dream Maker.
And that customer comes and picks it up.
Yeah.
And what happens? Their mouth drops.
They love it. They think it looks amazing.
Wow.
So
that's the secret.
That's kind of how it works the best. But you can, once the time period is up, the 20 minutes of letting it sit on the surface, or an hour, depending on your temperature and humidity, just wipe the product off, wipe it down with some Dream Maker, and you're good to go. Tyler Graff decided to apply Uno Advanced on my 2023 F-150. I just took delivery. Do I need to decon it? Maybe. You don't know. Did it come on a trailer?
Yeah, rail dust
Did
maybe?
Did it come on a train? Did it come, check it. What pad should I use? I have the Rupes foam in blue, yellow, and white. You might find that you might have to do 2 steps. You might have to do blue or yellow, or just yellow works just fine. Or if it's black and it's too super, or it's a dark color, and it's soft, you might find white works the best. Or if it's perfect, you don't have to touch anything. You just hit it with the white. So do test spots, Tyler. Do test spots for sure.
As far as decon, though, I mean, you just got to feel it. Wash it and then feel
You
the
can grab a
surface.
sandwich bag, throw it on your hand, and feel the surface of the paint if you
I would
want.
bet there's some rail dust on there.
So.
Dino says, just don't do those in drop on
Volkswagen Auto Group.
Volkswagen Auto Group cars, or you will have a big bill.
Yeah.
Like Joey says, oop, I'll stop doing that. And then Jeff C says, pink or purple rinseless? No.
Keep trying.
Negative.
Ghost Rider.
Dino saying, Joey Blinsky, if it's normal auto, it's okay-ish, but S-Tronic and DSG is a no-go. Normal auto is made by ZF, and it's bulletproof. Rest her bitch. Gorilla Jiba saying, the question running is a little dry. The question river is running a little dry. Speaking of dry, how dry/wet should the UBS be using the Absolute? I tried using a little less liquid in the UBS than usual, and it cleaned better. Well, Gorilla Jeebus, we do the same rules as we did with the Big Red Sponge, just until it's dripping. Like, get it just enough liquid to where it just barely drips.
Yeah,
So.
just the drips.
Alex Dwar says, I heard the back door at Boise State hands out building permits in exchange for the Hennon family seafood Fantasia. That could possibly expedite the process.
If only it were
Your
so
mom's
simple.
going to have to make the seafood Fantasia, Christmas seafood Fantasia.
I think it only works on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raphael Rocha saying, hey, fellas, happy Friday Eve. Wanted to ask, are there pros and cons to snow foaming over an iron remover if you're working in direct sunlight?
Ooh.
Um,
How hot is it? Despite the direct sunlight, how warm is it outside?
I think it really depends on how fast it's drying.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the point. Is if
it's-
it's warm, it's going to dry faster. So
Yeah.
that's
I
what
know,
I'm
but
getting
it
at.
is the drying. I mean, I can understand why you would say, okay, so I've deconned it. Can I go straight into foaming it and then go straight into a wash, maybe for time's sake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, if it's me, I would just rinse it right after the iron remover and then jump into snow foaming. I don't think it's that much more dangerous. What do you think,
At least a
Levi?
quick rinse.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
It's temperature for me.
it's literally
It's really how fast is it drying on the surface.
Yeah, that's it. Because I've found that when I'm doing a decon, an iron remover in the summertime, that stuff's starting to dry right almost immediately, and I get stressed out about it. And I go,
too.
I need to rinse that off right now, and so I always almost feel more confident in rinsing that off, knowing that water is breaking free, that chemical, whereas the soap may actually just be gliding over the top of a dried chemical. It may not be re-wetting it like I'm wanting it to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Situational, man. That's a tough one. That's where you just got to follow your heart. Next question here.
Oh,
we have.
Hey, we know the answer to this.
We have Gran F says, Yurt, do you know anyone that's installed PPF and coated their mountain bike?
Yes, me. So I've coated all my bikes, including my kids' bikes. And PPF has been around for a number of years in the mountain bike industry. We've been putting PPF on bikes. Nate Shrum and I, 16 years ago, they would give us pre-cut kits for a number of high-end bikes. And back in the day, you could get kits for your cranks. You could get kits for the whole sides of the bike. I mean, everything. There's always been PPF on the swing arm near the derailleur or the rear chainstays. They've always had them on the front forks where cable routing goes, and then they used to put them on the sides of the top of the stem tube, steering tube for cable rub. to
Okay,
prevent
that makes
cables
sense.
rubbing on the paint.
Yeah.
So they'd put PPF over it so that you could just peel those off later and put new ones on. But yeah, so there's tons of PPF available for bikes and coating bikes. And a lot of bike companies or a lot of coating companies are now starting to make kits specifically for bicycles for that reason. So yeah. And then David, thank you for the compliment on my tattoos. I appreciate it. They look a little dry today in the video there, but Joey Belinsky saying, stay hard, Anthony.
Yep.
There you go.
Always do. Joshua Suarez says, perfect. I was thinking of Polestar diluted since I was watching I'm Josh V's video. Give it a shot, man. Dino says, Levi.
Anthony will be joining Grant's family in the attic as soon as someone sends this episode to his wife. Randy Ricochet saying, oh man, I'm late to the show. Look at those lovely new items on the desk. I'll have to catch the reveal there in the replay. Sorry, Randy,
Yeah,
you're late.
Somebody beat us to the reveal,
Yeah.
so it was kind of like we were just playing catch up.
Blue Collar and the Dryerwolf are
That's
here
what
to
you gotta
play
look for.
and here to stay, hopefully,
Yeah.
for a while. Any chance we'll get some teal eaglets not attached to a special occasion?
Oh.
Fido's fibers only customer. I really doubt it.
I mean, considering you were Phyto
Yeah.
Fibers only customer, you're into niche things.
Yeah,
and
you
chances
might
are
have been
you're going to be living a life of
The
disappointment.
teal eaglets only customer. Also, if not Beadmaker on Uno Advanced, Dreammaker, how long after? We actually just talked about that, so that's perfect. And then Dino says they can get us those teal 450 in the EU.
So that is that is going to be an Amazon exclusive.
Yep.
And it
Not
will
the
be
answer you wanted.
And it will be an Amazon exclusive for Europe as well. So it's just a matter of getting our Amazon account
Eventually.
running up in the EU and getting those products sent to Amazon warehouses in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
Toast 707, Anthony. In your honor, I have been calling K1 Speed and making reservations and not showing up.
Thank
what
you.
a-
For
As long as it's not in your name,
yeah,
right.
no, please waste their time for me. Please.
as long as they're fake names,
They
not
wasted
Anthony
mine.
Fisher.
They wasted mine. They can have some of their time wasted as well. Larry Singleton said no, it's a touchless. Yep, we've kind of realized that later down the road. Tony says hello from sunny Mountain Town, California.
Hey, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
And then we have the hairy horsewife that says, there's nothing more I love than Dane getting into a question and thinking literal about it. Drying the frogs out really got me.
As soon as I started to say it, I realized it might be terrifying imagery for children, and I'm like, pull back, Dave, pull back.
So funny. Franco says, I've been using the blue and orange Lake Country foam pads in last cut with good results, but I'm slightly afraid to go more aggressive. But I definitely need to so I can get more scratches out. I think it's the next question. But Franco, I would say if you do, one of the next moves up the chain, you could grab, which is what do you recommend? The low lint wool. If you want to stay in the Lake Country family, get the low lint wool pad. That's your next step up. That is a great pad. It provides a lot of cut. It provides a good finish. But you can pair it with the wool and you can go to the orange pad right after it.
Yep.
So it's a good combo for that.
Yeah.
Joshua McKay. Hey guys, frequent listener, first time poster. Congratulations.
wonderful.
Thank you for showing
Welcome.
up.
Thank you.
I am a
DIYer.
DIYer with a townhouse. Weird question. Do you have any suggestions for an off-road cart that holds buckets and brushes, etc., as I have to move my detail supplies through the grass from the backyard to my driveway in order to wash my... Oh, I see. In my deep south of Miami, Florida, with no garage. Thanks. Keep up the great work.
You could
A
replace
landscape,
the
a
casters.
landscape wagon,
Yeah.
a landscaping wagon like what we've had it.
the
We've
off-road
used it.
wheels.
They make
Yeah.
folding versions.
Yeah, they make
You can,
folding
put it in the
versions,
closet
but
when you're
like
not using it.
we used them at Monterey, where we're carrying around on the golf courses, wiping down cars, and it's just a landscaping cart. You can literally look on Amazon, Type in landscaping cart. They're a couple $100. They're steel.
Yeah.
And it's enough to hold a couple buckets. You can hold 3, 4, 5 buckets.
If you don't have the room for it, my daughter has one of these
Folding
like
kind.
carts from I think it was literally from Walmart.
Yeah, or
But
folding ones.
It's a folding. It
Yep,
kinda
I have
goes
it too.
in,
And they're
they're
beach
accordions.
carts. They're called
Yeah.
beach carts.
But it's got the off-road tires
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
It's got knobbies on it.
Yeah, they're called
and
beach
you can pull
wagons.
it. So you could put a variety of organizers.
I put
in
my
there.
dog in there and my children.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying more
Tool
like
organizers,
tool
though, yeah.
organizers,
Right,
right?
yeah,
Like
you
you
could.
could put like those different types of organizers in there for
Yeah.
your bottles and everything, and that can just be your go-to
Yeah.
cart for doing that. Because I can imagine,
Yeah.
I know that's a very first world problem on like getting to like from your front yard to the backyard, but that would definitely bother me as well.
yeah.
I would be like,
Yeah.
dang it, I hate having to.
Carry everything.
Well, and some have
carry
like
everything.
canvas walls, some have plastic walls. You can.
They
do
even have a
different
double decker.
materials.
I found a double decker one.
Oh, wow.
You could probably put towels and stuff on. It's got a smaller, it's a shallower top panel, but you could put buckets and stuff under the main part. You could put your towels and maybe brushes and stuff like that up on top.
Or at some container stores, if you went kind of a totally different route, you had the cart, but then you had stackable containers that go on there. The kind of shallow stackable
Yeah.
containers. Lay stuff on the sides, divide it how you want. Up. Yeah, you can stack them that way.
Yeah. Tony saying amen to new paths and experience.
Hey.
Amen, Tony.
All right. Grant says a free pack of blue collars every 2 for Tuesdays. Pinto Motors only at Dane's Boise's Pick Apart Smash Palace Scrapyard.
Part Smash Palace Scrapyard. Oh my god.
I would go there.
Oh,
I'd
no,
go there
too.
over K1 Speed Boise.
Only the best deals.
Hugo saying, hey guys, what's up, Hugo? How are you, man?
Hey.
And then Kirby saying, a customer asked if I shampooed seats. Could I use Polestar and a foamer to make a visual appearance? I prefer a carpet bomber method. You totally could. Yeah, you totally could, Darren.
Polestar would do it.
Yeah.
Darren, legit. When my wife watched the other day, after seeing the Absolute advert, she asked me if Dane used to be a barman, as he can handle those cocktails shakers. She couldn't understand why I was laughing.
Oh my gosh.
Darren, you're going to get to meet that bartender this year at
Yes.
Waxstock because he'll be with us.
He will.
He will be with us, and he'll be serving up drinks all night.
Yep.
He's an animal.
Sandro says, what could be a good pad polish combo for my 21 red Toyota Tundra with light swirls, scratches? Thanks. If it was me, I'd probably go yellow Rupes pad, last cut original compound. That's it.
Yeah.
On a
Don't sound
Toyota,
crazy.
on a 2-year-old Toyota,
Yeah, totally.
light stuff on it. That's all you had to do. I mean, that's all I had to do on my wife's 4Runner, and that's going on what, 5 years old now.
Yeah.
But you saw it was in still good shape. It
great.
didn't need much.
Yeah.
It looked good.
Just a little something. David Cervantes says, what exactly is a corded border? It's something that sounds incredible. So a corded without the H, or without the H there. The best way to describe it is that when you're looking at it,
It's like
you
a
could
corduroy
see
weave.
It's kind of like a corduroy style weave. It's got the lines in it,
But made out of suede.
but made out of suede. So like a traditional suede, you wouldn't see those lines in it. There would be no... there would just be nothing
Yeah.
there. It'd
It's
just be-
like
it'd just be a
piping
pure
on seat
suede.
upholstery, except it actually has like strakes in it.
Does that look like a corded material
it
to
does.
you, Dane, when you look at it?
No, it's got a very clear diagonal
Thanks, Dane.
pattern where it's layered and it is corduroy. No, I'm not saying no as in no. I'm saying no, yeah.
yes,
Like you know
yes,
how
yeah.
some people
No,
just
it
kinda,
doesn't look like
they
that
go,
at all.
No, yeah. No, absolutely not. Yes, it does.
And I don't know if that's even the right word for it. It's just that's what I think that we had talked about in manufacturing, and so that's what I came up with.
You'll know exactly. what it is when
Franco
you see it. Yeah.
says, dudes, did the Absolute bartender commercial just say suppository consumption?
Yes, it did.
Idaho
Not
party's
for
hard.
suppository consumption.
Not
that.
for.
They know their audience. All right, so
And Darren laughing and saying, Franco, trust me, there's somebody somewhere that'll probably try it. Yep. Joey Belinsky, yeah, the cooling effect is just too much when consumed that way. Then Dino says, your takes on the Toyota GR-LC.
oh, the Land Cruiser. Yeah, the GR Land Cruiser. That thing looked really funky. I don't know about
I
that
haven't
one.
seen it yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I just saw a video release yesterday. I'm not wild about the looks in the most recent ones.
Franco says, "Lol, Harry, this episode has been a hoot." And then Joey Belinsky, it's coconut lime scented, but do not put the lime in the coconut. And Joey laughing, and then Ron saying, hello, late to the Q&A. Ron, that's all right. Welcome.
You're all right.
Dino, can I bring you guys some Balkan and Austrian treats and chocolate in Stuttgart?
That sounds amazing.
Yes, you can.
We won't turn you down.
We're going to be we're going to be at Flex. Is where we're going to be. It's just outside of Stuttgart.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be at a hotel nearby there. We're going to post all of this. We're building an events page right now for our website so you guys can see all the places we're going to be at this year and events that are happening here at TRC so you can come check it out. But we're going to post everything. So every day we're going to basically post where we are. And the goal is that hopefully folks can come see us.
Yeah.
At
What I'm
those
hoping,
places, maybe come to dinner with us.
Dino, so like Balkan, right? So for example, like my friend Z, his name's Jeljan, right? He, his family and many other Bosnian families around here, they make what's called is known as suho meso, right? It's dry meat. Is that a thing in other areas near you in Austria there, Dino? Is dry meat a thing?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Instead of chocolate, can I request dry meat? Is that
He
something
would
you
do
can
that,
find?
wouldn't he?
Well, because here's the thing. On this trip, we eat plenty of sweets. Let's be honest.
We do.
We eat plenty of
You
sweets.
guys
more
do.
sweets
I
than
seem to
anything
dodge
else.
those bullets half the time.
Well, it's
Dane,
'cause
you're
you're
drinking all the sweets.
Yes,
Yeah.
I drink things.
Yeah, you're not
That's-
hanging
that's
out with
where I
Anthony
get
and
my
in our hotel
calories.
rooms.
My calories are in
chocolate.
liquid form.
So Dane's drinking all the sweets. I'm eating all the sweets, whether it's in
Yeah.
the form of
Yeah.
gummies or chocolates. I'm thinking this year I want to try more savory things.
Okay.
And like is European jerky a thing?
Yeah.
Have out of all the places we went to in Europe or in the United Kingdom, did you ever see jerky on a stand?
No.
I didn't.
But you know what?
I
when I was in
didn't.
Italy,
I wanna know
lots
why.
of fine meats
Yeah.
and cheeses.
Well, yeah,
there.
but that's-
Everywhere.
But that's the thing, though. You're not,
You got your cold
you're not
cuts and your
casually
dried
just selling
salamis and
salami
your-
at a convenient at a gas station.
I felt like some of the places might have. They
that
had like
auto
fine,
that
thin slice.
autodroma or autodrome that we went to in Italy.
Yeah.
That was a delightful.
Well, I didn't
There's
go there
definitely
with you guys.
I
That's
know.
right. He was missing out.
You really
I would have
missed out on
loved
that.
the savory dry meats, but I'm just saying,
Yes.
Dino, if you come across any, whether it's suho meso or whether it's a dry meat of some sort that is dry aged in like a chicken coop, which I think is what they do here in Boise.
He says yes all over. So
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Oh
yes.
yes,
Yeah.
And
So you're
you go.
set.
that's what I would
He'll,
like.
he'll bring
go.
you some
All right.
Zuho Meso.
So yeah, we'll be there. I believe we're landing July 14th and 15th. We will be in near Stuttgart. So mark your calendar. Glenn Dennis, is there any product out there that works well on carpet in repelling stains and liquids, or should I stay old school and use Scotchgard? So nothing works better than Scotchgard for the price, but
Price the G-Tech, but the G-Tech,
but the G-Technics fabric sealant,
fabric protect, yeah.
the Koshkemi, or not the Koshkemi, but the Color Lock fabric protectant, waterproofer, works great. Even the Ragtop fabric protectant works amazing. The difference is, though, chemically each one's kind of different and unique, and they all kind of live in that same world where there's except for the Ragtop one, there's a level where they can no longer hold the liquid and it penetrates. So it's really the amount of time that they can hold a copious amount of liquid.
Yeah.
So, and it only lasts until you go to shampoo it again. So the moment that you steam or shampoo the carpets,
Or it just wears off.
you wear it
naturally.
off and you have to do it again. So in reality, you have to do it every 6 months. Most people don't realize that or know that. So
Yeah. Alex Stewart says, "Oh my God, something in my eye. Oh my God."
Anthony, feeling a certain way after alcoholic chocolates were not feelings of intoxication, but more of an adverse reaction to lactose.
Yeah, oh no, there absolutely was. But you know what can you do though, right? You just got to bear through it.
Then Ronnie, you go ahead and take this one.
Wifey had knee replacement surgery. Oh no, had to get her knee from the hospital. Get her prescriptions.
not get her knee from the hospital. Oh my God.
Dude, my eye, like,
Oh, whoops!
literally-
We left the knee back there. Better go and get that knee. Wouldn't want to leave
Sorry,
around.
Ron,
Somebody
I hope-
thinks they can just take it.
Sure hope your wife is recovering
My wife's
well.
knee.
I'm so sorry for that. I hope she gets better quick.
Not at the hospital.
Give that back. No, come
Hopefully-
back, you random dog.
Yeah.
Come back.
Hopefully the knee is with her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so sorry about that. It's in my eye.
Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully
So
she's doing better,
that's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Darren, Franco, always love it when people get crazy in the comments. Nothing better than writing a comment that makes Dane blush. And Franco going, elbow cough.
Oh, man.
And then Grant, who's going to wear that red life preserver jacket for TR SEMA?
Hey. You haven't seen the videos we've shot yet, but they exist and they are something.
Yeah, there's something.
They are something.
They're not good. They're not bad. There's something.
They're right down the middle.
David Cervantes, would the last cut be good for soft paint, or would it be the job for vinyl polish? I really haven't done much paint correction outside of a body shop with a rotary. I just got the M18 DA polisher. No, honestly, last cut works just fine on soft paint. It's right, Anthony. That's how you've seen.
Oh, always.
It's
Never had an
literally
issue.
a 99%er. I mean, it works on 99% of almost all paint types, and it's rare when it comes into contact with something that you don't get to work with.
Super
It's
rare.
good.
It's usually German 90s clear coat.
Agreed, Levi.
Harry Housewife, sharing ailments. My name's Darren. I have ADHD and carpal tunnel and an addiction to detailing products.
Hey,
There
Fair
you
enough,
go.
Darren.
Yeah. Harry Housewife saying, David, get Final Polish. That stuff's amazing. And like he's been using Final Polish.
Oh, yeah.
Joey Belinsky, it's truly an honor to post a comment and have it not show up on the screen because it was too raunchy.
Half of those I'm going through and I'm like, I want to post
I mean,
it.
you have to understand our line. I mean, like we are
Outside
very,
of the program, we will, we'll joke.
Well, we had a conversation while we were shooting a video
I don't
yesterday.
think we can even have
That was one of those that Jimmy's words were, I can't tell if they're serious or not. If this is a real conversation or not.
Yeah.
And we were 100% serious.
But on here we do have to find the like PG-13 line that we occasionally
I
dip
will-
our toe on the other side. But
I thought about
I
what
will
you
say-
said. I thought about your creation that you wanted to build while I was taking a shower this morning, and I started laughing
what creation?
when I had to shoot that video when Dennis Davis walked in, and we were talking about another thing, and you said, "If only I could have this item with a light and a mirror on it," and I thought of that again this morning, and I laughed so hard in the shower.
Yeah.
I was dying.
So, I mean,
Grant.
this is why some people like to meet us at like things like Tier SEMA or like SEMA, because they do get to see like the
because we are really
Slightly-
like we are how we portray ourselves here, but just even more so.
Yeah,
But
well,
we do
it's-
I posted that rant that Dane had for pronunciation. When I posted that in the group, that happens on a weekly
that
basis.
was organic. That
not
was not a
just that
made
rant,
for
but just
TV thing.
random discussions where the whole building gets into an uproar
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
one specific thing, and that happens here every week.
They just like to find the.
And we have
buttons
so
and
much
push
fun
them.
with it.
Here we go. We have
Grant.
Grant says Levi can play Doc Brown, Anthony is Marty, and Dane is Biff. Very
You almost
close.
had it. Just one of those rolls is flipped with another one.
Very close, Grant.
Dino says, Dane, did someone wash you on high heat, or your workout regime is still on? You have shrunk. I hope that is how you spell it.
Thanks, bud.
It's true. He
Still
has. He's
working
been
on
kicking butt.
But yeah, it's a long slog. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
Harry Housewife.
Dean, I've had Joey, 4, I've had a few. And then Anthony's auto detailing. Hello, everyone. Really? Sandwich bag? Yeah, you can take a plastic Ziploc sandwich bag. Just put it on your hands. Plastic Ziploc sandwich bag.
On a clean
Touch
surface.
the surface of your paint after you've washed it, and you will feel all the contamination in the clear coat.
Obviously, make sure the bag
Well,
is clean.
It's supposed
It's a
to,
fresh bag.
so it's supposed to accentuate that feeling. If you're very experienced, you could probably feel it with just your bare hand.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%.
But for
If you
somebody
know
that's
what you're
new,
looking for.
It's never felt that or never
felt that
noticed it.
before, then they may
It
benefit from the baggie.
it basically the membrane of that plastic touching the contamination on the surface. It translates into your fingertips, and you actually feel
yeah,
all
it
those
just amplifies it.
Each one of those more so than if it was just your skin.
Yeah.
yeah.
We have
Ileana.
Ikea or Ileana saying hello from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
And then we have Antoine says, I have a question. The timer in the upper right corner, when's it counting down?
Or what's it
counting
counting
down? If the show's over at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's more than 15 minutes to go.
Yes, correct.
It's military time. It's actually a clock. It's not a countdown. It's just a clock. So that is our current time here in the studio.
Correct, yes.
Yep.
So we have 17 minutes of this program left.
Yes.
Because it's 3:43 here in Boise, Idaho.
Yep.
Bam.
Mountain Standard Time. David Cervantes, Joey, that is the current time in Mountain Standard Time.
Yep, there you
David
go.
Cervantes saying, I'm sure it's been asked before, but what are your opinions on the Max Shine polishers? I ordered their cordless mini one due to price and reviews. Good work. Good for you, David. I'm not going to say anything else about it other than I hope it works. In Focus Photography, I just ordered 2 packs of those teal 450s. Love the color of them, so I had to pick up some. Excellent.
Nice.
And then Dino saying, yes, I can't wait for TRC Amazon EU, for TRC Amazon account in the EU. Prime shipping will be awesome.
Agreed.
So we're going for. It's a lot of work to get into that, and we're getting closer and closer every day. Hugo Fireflies, look up all-terrain mobile detailing cart setup and demonstration, Carcraft Auto Detailing on YouTube.
Oh, so Sandra
There you
did
go.
a video,
Check that one out. And then Joey saying, Dino, my garage has been getting more and more teal things all the time. I think it's become the dominant color at this point.
Nice.
It's a good color.
All right.
Keith Jackson, brilliant idea is another use for a beach cart. I have a pebblestone driveway. It'll save multiple trips. All about that efficiency.
Yeah, if you can get one with like a suspension on it, something that kind of articulates a little bit, that'd be nice.
Ron asking, what does the DR on your shirts mean, gentlemen?
Detailer's Roadmap.
Detailer's Roadmap, yep.
There you go.
And that's it.
Bam.
Check out detailersroadmap.com.
There you go. Hugo Fireflies, this is the link to that mobile off-road detailing cart. Thank you.
Followed by no link.
The new LCGR looks very strange. I don't think it still is that capable off-road as the previous generations. It's more of a go fast off-road.
Well, I think it is. I think it is close to being as off-road capable as the old ones, but it does just aesthetically. It's the whole generation to begin with. It just looks a little frumpy. It's just not their best look, but they've always been kind of like plain. It's just now I don't like the headlight grille design personally.
Yeah.
All right, Franco, David Cervantes, my dude. My first polishers I bought were Max Shine Pro M15 and M312, 2 polishers, one with a 5-inch backing plate and 3-inch, both for under $400. I'm Josh V. Discount code work. Okay.
And he says they've been great polishers. I've done 3 vehicles so far. Then Dino says yes, all over Balkans.
Oh,
Yes.
And then
God.
Hugo says get some Pleshkavika for the guys. Dino says I'll bring you some Suho miso and some
Oh my God, Dino, that would be incredible. Like my mouth's watering right now. Please don't forget.
And then Hugo says Leberkassa would be great too.
We had some of that when we were in Germany,
Yep.
didn't we?
And then Keith says not much jerky. We have plenty of biltong, pretty similar if not better. Tony would love it.
What is it called?
Biltong.
Bitlong?
Biltong.
Biltong.
Biltong?
Yeah.
What is it? Is
I don't
it
know.
just
Look it up.
Is
I
it
know-
billed tongue? Is it
Sure.
beef tongue? I don't like that.
I don't think that's what it is, but you can look it up.
Well, the restaurant we went to in
Biltong.
Germany had Hacksteak.
Yeah,
And they had like
Hacksteak,
kind of
Hacksteak.
Siberian style stuff. It was good.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
We went to first night we were there. We went to like a Bosnian Serbian restaurant. It was good.
Really?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Dino says, but it's not that good because it's summer and it's packed. You can only buy or make it fresh in the winter because of the cold, and it must be cold to dry age it.
Dang it.
Fair point.
Dino, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what you could do to make something happen. Freeze it. I don't know. I mean.
Not
I
the
think that's
same.
true. I think most suho miso is in Boise is made here in the wintertime.
It is. It's a Christmas style.
Yeah, it's like a thing
Sausage.
because my first experience was when I think it was 18. No, I wasn't 18. I was like 21, I think. I was 21 years old.
You went from 18 to 19 to 20,
yeah, well,
21.
because I'm about to tell I had a beer. I had
Oh,
a beer,
okay.
and I have to make sure that my age was correct.
Right, that you were
politically
legally
and
allowed
legally,
to drink
yeah.
the beer.
So no,
Definitely the correct
I
one.
went over to this my Bosnian coworker's house. He said, "Hey, come over for the soccer game. A couple of guys are getting together, right?" And I said, "Okay, that sounds like a good time." I don't really watch soccer, but I just thought probably should do this to make friends, right? Went over to his house. he's like, hey, so take a seat right here. Can I get you a Heineken? I said, yeah, I'll take a Heineken. And then he goes, all right, have you ever had suo meso? And I said, no. And he goes, check this out. So he slices these thin little things of meat. He brings them out on the table. And he goes, it's full of salt. So just, a little bit at a time. I was eating it while I was drinking this Heineken, and it was like an out of body experience I was having. I said, this is my favorite thing I think I've had. And he goes, that's great. He's like, I have plenty more. And we ate so much that like my stomach hurt. But
It's all that salt.
It was all that salt, but it was so freaking good.
It's basically like pretzels.
And
it
was it was somewhere in time.
For...
It was somewhere in fall or early spring.
Johnny used to bring it at Christmas time to the shop. He'd bring me a couple of them.
Yeah.
David Cervantes, I will post pics, photos once I get back to the body shop. But we're fixing a theft recovery.
Ooh.
It has had various things done it and various things smoked in it. I quoted $450. Too little?
Probably too little.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. As you start going on the body shop stuff, you got to make sure that you're certified for your area for that, and you really can't charge for it. You can charge for it because of the fact that you have to be certified. Juan does that and stuff. Yeah. And he can charge quite a bit because it's an insurance, because insurance pays for that kind of stuff. So you really need to, just be careful.
Don't undersell it.
Yeah, don't undersell it on something that can hurt you. And then since it's back to TR SEMA, could we get the Dragos for a limited time? I would buy a case. Oh, man, David.
Probably should have done that when they were still available.
Yeah. Tyler saying...
Ouch, Dane.
I'm sorry, man.
When speaking of paint correction,
nobody else did.
Hypothetically, with the clear,
that's why they're gone.
So this is actually a really good comment because it's a myth that most detailers don't realize.
Yeah.
When speaking of paint correction, hypothetically, would the clear not be the same regardless of color if it's the same make and model of vehicle? Is soft black actually soft? Or is it that it shows defects easier? It's that it shows defects easier. The clear, everybody goes, oh man, GM black, it's just so soft. No, the blue, like your parents' Denali's.
Yeah.
Black, or the red and the blue, exactly the same thickness, hardness of paint. If they had a black version, exactly the same thickness,
they get painted
hardness.
through the same.
They're all cleared by the same robot.
Yeah.
Colors are different, but the clear is all the same.
Yeah.
It is literally only your eyes that see the difference. And so black, being that it shows the most defects, tends to make people go, ooh, that's going to be a hard one.
Yeah, and that's why I always hear people hesitant to own a black car because they're like, it's going to be so much maintenance.
Also why black looks so good when it's fully cleared, or fully protected and corrected compared to like white.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's harder to see everything in white than it would be to see in a darker colored car. And so, yes, 100% Tyler, it is literally the same clear. Does not matter if it's a Subaru and it's soft clear on a dark burgundy or a dark root beer like ours. It's going to be same soft clear on the white version and the blue version and the green version of that same model year.
My Flex is a good example of that because the car is actually white on the bottom and black on top. They have the same clear on both, presumably.
Well, yours doesn't now because it was painted.
Right, but I mean like when it was new. But the point was like the black part, all kinds of swirls, marring, everything. But on the white paint, it didn't look bad.
But it had the exact same amount of damage.
Yeah, it's just uniform the whole way around. But you only see it on the black part and not on the white part. So that's
it, man.
Point.
Hugo says, which product fills the most scratches? We don't carry a lot of products with a lot of filler in them. The only one that we have at the moment is Scara.
Yeah. That
has a filler in it. Not
Glacier, technically.
Glacier has a filler. P601 has a little filler in it.
Microcut and Finish
has a little
bit of filler.
Just a little. But everything else is pretty much filler free.
Yeah, well, I guess Uno Protect has a little bit.
But it's more of a sealant.
It's more of the protective qualities. So, we don't really sell anything with a whole lot of like filler stuff. So, Dino says, which of you guys I need to send some money for a big bottle of TLC Plus, and maybe if airport control lets it TLF to bring me to Germany. Haha. Oh, he's saying that we need to bring.
Oh, right.
We need to
carry on.
Do you
source
want
him some
the last
couple
cut
liters.
plus, or do you want the last cut?
Yeah.
Because it depends on what you're.
I recommend people, if they've never used it, get
just
last
use
cut.
the regular
Just
last
get the
cut.
original. Like just because there's a plus mark doesn't mean that it's a better product. It just means that it's a different use for that product.
It's more aggressive, but you're not going to be able to finish as well with
There's
it as
a
you can
reason
with the
why the
regular
last cut original didn't go away.
Yep.
That's the best way to put it.
It covers the broadest
Hugo
range.
Firefly says, "Is there going to be TRC scrub pad?" TRC scrub pad.
Well, we have like the Ultra Clay scrubber,
You got the Ultra Clay scrubber.
if that's what you mean. Or do you mean like a bug scrubber? Because we got bug scrubbers.
Yeah,
too.
we got bug scrubbers.
We wouldn't ever make a like a wash
Scratchable.
pad. Think of like a
Scouring pad.
The
10X
TRC
No,
loofah.
the 10x clay pad.
Oh my god, you have to
It's
use
just
two
this
hands.
giant clay.
It looks like an outdoor patio furniture seat that you just slap down on the car.
You can also sit on it when you're done with it.
butt sticks to it.
Antoine says, Joey, that makes sense. And then Luke says, I can't wait for the TR SEMA segment of G. Davis deep cleaning Dane's massage chair.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Dino saying, Luke in the house.
Hey.
It's so funny. Luke, see how much happiness you bring every
Ron,
video.
would that be a
Everybody's
hazmat
happy to see you. Yeah.
See, everybody's pumped when Luke shows up, but
Yeah.
he pulls like a G. Davis nowadays, which,
Yeah.
hey, you can't just be doing this all the time.
Yeah.
Showing up in the last 5 minutes. We'd like
Yep.
you to be here for longer than that.
Yeah. Antoine saying, it's not even counting down. I should quit day drinking.
If you look closely, the clock is going up.
Emo's got a new hashtag, stay hard, Luke. And then Luke saying, luckily with the amazing encapsulation of foamed O&R, it will no longer be a hazmat.
There you go.
And then Dino saying, Luke, I can almost hear you coming. This can't be posted with that Cummins. Joey saying, laughing my eye. And then Luke, last night I just realized I have a large unopened TRC box from the Christmas sale.
What are
that's
you
how
doing?
That's how much TRC equipment Luke has.
Wow.
And then Harry Housewife. So I don't miss it. Thank you massively. Appreciate it for the lift tonight, you guys. Everyone who's watching, if you haven't already smashed that like button, these guys deserve the love. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
bud.
Gran F saying, what's Levi's thoughts on coating a new Cadillac without polishing the whole car? Man,
This is always a long-held debate online.
so I will say this. I'll take that money.
There you go.
If they don't want me polishing their car, that's fine. I will try and get them on a single step polish. And I'll say, look, let me just do that for my own benefit. And I'll put it into the price of the coating.
Yeah.
And they don't need to know because they're not going to be watching me.
Yeah.
But if I look at that car and they're like, yo, I just want this and that's it, dude, fine. I've done it plenty of times. I've coated cars because they're like, doesn't need anything. Because there's some people, they're like, it's brand new. Nothing wrong with it. And you have to, short of walking around and showing it to them, they either don't care or they just don't.
Or they don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay for it. So they're just like, no, I just coat it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So in all my coating jobs, I always charged and said this price includes a one-step polish.
Just enough.
And that's just enough to cover me so that it looks, I can get out some of the little scratches and scuffs and stuff that are put in from first wash, stuff like that. Very few times have I had to do a full correction on a new car. A couple times I have, but I've charged for that and they've paid for it. So, but if it's a white little car and they're like, yo, here you go, just coat it, I might just coat it just because it's easy. So, Dino, you will have to get it. I have some frozen suho miso already, homemade. You will get it.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Thank you, Dean.
And then Luke, bummed I won't be allowed at TR SEMA since the fallout of me and Dane's landscaper. But I can assure I'll be watching from home.
Oh.
Well, Luke,
Thank you, Luke.
We appreciate
and then
it.
Franco saying, Detailer Chick live tonight. Be there or be square. Thank you, Franco.
Yep.
Guys, come see me and Christine, Detailer Chick, at the on the Detailer Chick YouTube channel, starting at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So come see us. And then David Cervantes, I've honestly given up on perfection on my truck. The black paint looks nice.
We got this one down here.
Ouch. I did buy a bunch before they were discontinued, though. Y'all ever have menudo? Soup is delicious.
Yeah, I've had menudo.
But I can't get past the texture of cow stomach that's inside it. Too chewy.
It's not my
David,
favorite.
As an 8% Mexican, I've always hated menudo.
It's not something
never
I would
liked
have
it.
again by
that's
choice.
that's the biggest thing that I get held up with any type of like real Mexican food is that when there's the tongue or the intestine, I just say that shouldn't be in that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want that in the food. Not that I won't eat it if it's like a survival thing. I absolutely will. But if I had choose that between carne asada, I'm picking the carne asada.
Right.
Or
That's
like
how
in the
I'm-
movie Kazam with the goat eyes. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then David saying, I've honestly given up on perfection on my truck. The black paint looks nice, but I'm just going to enhance the gloss and then coat it with Diamond Protect. There you go.
You're the only person who's
Way to
really
do
going
it.
to notice that stuff.
Wait, did you
Anyway.
just make a reference to Kazam?
I did.
Kazam with what's his name in it? From
It's Shaq.
not Shaq, the other guy.
No, Shazam would be the Mandela effect one, the one with Sinbad that they did.
Sinbad. Oh, I love Sinbad.
But that's a
in the-
Mandela effect thing that didn't actually happen.
No.
Kazam
It did.
is
I
the
watched
real
it.
movie.
that is
Kazam is the real
Dane,
movie.
I was
with
part of
Shaq.
that
Shazam
timeline.
is a
I watched
real
it.
Sinbad movie.
I watched it. I saw
I
it.
watched that movie.
Just
as
because
a
you
kid.
didn't watch
Shazam
it.
is a real character, but it's not the movie. It's not the movie from the 90s.
Hey, just
with
because
the-
you didn't watch it doesn't
Dane,
mean it's not real.
Huge Sinbad fan, and I know my movies.
I too watched Jingle All the Way as a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, I
With
did
Sinbad
too.
and Schwarzenegger.
I did too, but I
Oh,
also
man.
watched Shazam
Okay.
when he was a genie.
Moving
Joey
along.
Belinsky, question for Andy. Detail and video on the RSX soon, or is the paint still too fresh?
There is
a funny thing about that.
The thing is, I am not going to be making.
It's about to be fresher.
any. What?
The paint is
Oh.
about to be a little fresher.
What does that? What does
on-
that mean?
on
Oh
your
yeah,
wing.
yeah, it's about to be fresher
Yeah.
again. I gotta get one more thing resprayed due to the garage incident. But no, I'm probably not going to film any TRC related detailing videos on that car, nor any other non-TRC related detailing videos. They're too much work
Yeah.
to film. Like they really are. They don't get seen.
And your audience doesn't really care. They
Don't
just want
care.
to see you put Honda
No
parts
care,
on
man.
Honda
They just
cars.
don't care, and that's okay with me because in that way I can actually focus and do that rather than have to worry about how everything else looks. But
Yeah, fair.
you know, it is what it is.
Kirby saying, thanks TRC for today's new products and hope everyone has a nice end of the week.
Thank you.
And is the interior scrub mitt still a thing? Mine's a little worn out. Yeah, we still have them on the site. You can pick one up.
Totally.
Luke says, if any of y'all use the Milwaukee polisher, any opinions?
Some of them are great, Mike.
yeah, we got to play with it when Tony was here. He
they're
had a
good.
couple of them. They were great. Played with them.
Especially for that deal that was going on. That
Yeah.
was a really good deal.
And then
For any polisher for that matter.
Alex saying, Luke, you'll be in our hearts. And Grant saying, I can't picture Dane as a Doc Brown. If Levi is Biff, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Nope, still wrong.
He's still wrong.
There's only
and
one
then
problem.
There's really
Anthony-
only one set of
and,
options
then,
left.
and Anthony is Marty's mom, Biff's wife. David Cervantes, we can all collectively agree. Luke Berge brightens up a podcaster alive. Agreed. And then Dino, I tried TLC and it's awesome. I thought TLC Plus is just a little more cut.
It is. It is.
Yes,
it does.
You're right.
But it's not going to finish the same as regular TLC does.
Yeah.
And then Luke says, I might have to pull up to Boise again sometime this year. Do it, Luke.
Yeah.
Do it, Luke.
And then Grant says, Dane, you have no taste. You like XJR 15s.
XJR 15s are awesome. What are you talking about? XJR 13s are also awesome.
Says
Well,
again,
it's not as bad as the-
XJ220s
it's-
are
no,
glorious.
it's not as bad
And
as
he
the
hates them.
XJ220.
But I
those
love
are
them.
ugly
Also,
cars.
the De Tomaso P72.
They look like a
Beautiful car.
weird fish slug.
It's a weird.
You guys have
fish,
no
yeah.
appreciation for vintage
David?
mid-century style.
David,
the
it's not
stylish
mid-century. It was
That car looks like-
1980.
the car looks
It's
like
like
an
late
ugly
89,
lamp.
not
It
mid-century.
looks like an ugly lamp.
spoken like people with no
David
taste. All
Cervantes
right.
is saying, thank you for all the plethora of knowledge. I seriously enjoy the time I spend here with my second family. Love you all. Have a great weekend. Road Race Chevy, where does PNS get their 16-ounce bottles made? I don't have that information for you, Rotary. Grand F, favorite video is still Anthony showing Obsessed Garage the amount of foam in an IK foamer. And then G. Davis, Anthony's safe word from Boise Oktoberfest wife swapping event was Dryerwolf, hide the Fuhrer. Luke says, Alex, make sure you rip around on one of those scooters for me. And Joey says, I don't eat inside meats. And David says,
all meats
my dad
inside
makes menudo, but with shredded pork in it instead of the cow stomach. Much
Yeah.
better. See, I would eat that.
Okay.
And then Joey Belinsky says, thanks, guys. Stay hard, everyone. And then G. Davis says, Dane's had menudo, the Mexican boy band, at his 15th birthday party.
Why did they name themselves
Luke
that?
says,
I just don't understand.
I wish the higher Diamond Protect coatings were available to us U.S. folk. And then Franco, Joey Belinsky, $20 is $20. And Road Rage, Mexican food has a better reputation. Menudo isn't its best, but Mexican is the best food culture, in my opinion, as a Mexican.
Oh, Mexican food
Exactly.
is fantastic. We love Mexican
David
food.
Cervantes says, oh, how is the bird dropping on the hood?
That's fine. I resolved that.
And then Franco says, love, peace, and taco grease. Have a good weekend, everybody. And Harry Housewife, have a good weekend. Luke saying, have a good weekend. Dino, I would love to try some Mexican food, but it all is really spicy in my stomach. I can't do that. Gastritis gang. And then PLS, TLC, and TLF. Please. And then have an awesome weekend, guys.
There,
all right, man.
rounded
We
it out.
appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Harry Housewife. Hey, thank you, everybody. Luke, all you
It's been a
guys.
time.
That was a fun time.
It was a joyous time. We had fun. You know, the comments were getting a little slow, and then all of a sudden, just boom, a big rush. So,
And then
I
remember,
appreciate
everybody,
you
come
all.
see me tonight.
Yes.
The Detailer Check on her podcast. And come hang out with us.
Yeah, and other than that, obviously, you know, TR SEMA is around the corner. It's not very far away now, less than a month to go. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, Alex saying love you all. Right back at you, buddy. And thank you so much. If you're listening, if you're watching, if you haven't hit like on this video yet, please do so before you leave. We appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure you're already subscribed to this channel so the next time we go live, you get notified that way. You don't have to go hunting us down on other social media. Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
So, with all that said, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Stay hard.